Yes, sir.
We're officially back at it.
Ka-choo.
It's a rare condition this day and age to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside this gentle world. 'Cause all I see is a tower of dreams, real love bursting out of every scene. These days go by, it's the big love of the family.
The Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast is recorded in front of a live virtual audience and is funded in part by viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We're officially back at it. This is Boog Nice. Ha! Fooled ya. This is not Boog Nice. This is Fobster, aka Fobster360, coming at you with the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast, episode 201, baby. We're here. We end this. It's being the big punch. What's up? Oh, they cannot hear Poncho. So this I'm filling in. What's up? Thank you everybody for being here. What's up everybody in the chat? What's good? I do not have my camera on because I literally have a towel on my head as we speak.
Oh my god.
It's that long hair life. I got into the shower a little too late after running errands, so
It'd be like
I'm out
that.
here. It do be like that, Poncho. In fact,
How was your week,
Thank you for
Fabio?
acknowledging. It was a pretty solid week, honestly. A lot of working on stuff for the channel, a little bit of set work here and there wherever I'm demanded. Yeah, pretty like normal week, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Kind of looking forward to the weekend.
Nice. I thought of you a lot this week, Fabio. I finished a show that I really enjoy. It features another mentally unstable actor. I finished season 3 Barry this week.
Oh my god!
Hell yeah! I assume
Good
you did
for
too.
you. Oh, of course, it's
Yeah.
the best show
Oh.
on TV.
Pound for pound, without a question.
Oh my dude, the without even spoiling context or anything, but the chase sequence when he's on like the broken motorcycle going down that freeway. Oh my god. Let me tell you that for us LA locals, that is one of like the top 3 most stressful merges in the entire
wow.
highway system here.
So another layer for LA locals, huh? I just thought it was stressful already for me.
Yeah, but man, the GTA style like third person camera behind him and everything. Insane. Yeah, that episode is amazing.
Incredible. My week has been pretty okay. Stressful at work, but a lot of decompression at home. My mom's been here all week. So I'm super stoked to have my mom here. Let's see. She's here until next Wednesday. Also, my wife was like, she was gone for a week too. She visited her parents in Florida.
Oh.
So we kind of
had like opposite weeks because I just
parental
dropped
retreat.
off my mom.
Oh dang.
Yeah, she's in Mexico for the week until next Wednesday. Just
Let's go.
just like your mom is in town until next Wednesday.
It seems a little thin right now. Just Fabio and I, but Boog and Rick will be joining us soon.
Yeah, we're gonna do a little lightning tornado tag over here because as soon as they pop in, I'm gonna have to leave a little early tonight. It seems.
That's it.
I got some plans this evening.
Go. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Just a young king out here trying to find his queen. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Can't fault you for that. Speaking of movies, real quick, Fat Man hit us with 10. He said, "Watch Prey today, boys. It was phenomenal." And I'm watching Sandman also, and it's so good. Prey was so damn good. Deserved to be in theaters, and Sandman has been pretty accurate, comic accurate. Good stuff. Did you see Prey?
Dude, I did. I watched Prey last night.
Oh, whoa.
As soon as I got done watching the Enablers stream, thank goodness they go till like midnight.
Of course.
Because I was able to it was my pre-show. I was able to go right into Prey when it dropped. And dude, it was really good. I was like, it's one of those where you're like pleasantly surprised. Like, oh my God, I'm about to be in for a good ride over here.
Cool. I hear like within the first like 30 seconds, it's gonna be like incredible.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean, it's beautifully shot. It's like it's a tight pace. It doesn't linger for too long. It's a little like slow at the beginning, but like not like drag slow. It just it takes a minute for the actual action to pick up, but it's all really good, like not wasted establishment that pays off really well.
Oh, good. I gotta check that out.
The end of the film. Yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, I don't think it's an exaggeration to say it might be the second best Predator movie.
Oh, Mamma Mia.
Maybe. I mean, it could be tied for second, maybe it's tied for third or something, but it's the Predator community is in for a treat. We eating good.
Today's topic list is pretty thin. I guess we're hitting that after SDCC lull. It happens pretty much every year. But
pretty much,
for what it is, we got a couple of things to talk about. I mean, why not? We'll do what we need to do.
Well, just because SDCC is over, the con season for the summer still continues because PowerCon is going on right now.
It sure is. Foosh is actually at PowerCon.
Foosh is at PowerCon, and we want to talk about their skeletons that they showed today. Yeah,
I want to get everybody here to talk about that.
Yeah, because they're very cool. In case I'm not here to say it later, I got to hang out with Robo and Veebs and Kyle Wadiga from Super 7 and Matthew K, who does the photography for the Foosh, and they had an on-hand sample, probably the one that they're displaying at the con right now.
Oh, dang!
So just hanging in the parking lot of Lucha Libre burritos and tacos, and
incredible,
posing up the skeleton, and it
parking lot activities.
Yeah. Like we're sitting there with like the trunk open, and you'd expect like plumes of smoke or something coming out of the back. It's that setting, but no, it's just a bunch of dudes playing with a skeleton action figure.
Hey, I wouldn't have it any other way. Just dudes being guys, huh?
Just dude man bros. But yeah, it's a fantastic figure. So I might be in for like 4 at least.
Nice.
But we'll see.
I have Mezco on here. So I have Hasbro, SHF, Mezco, Amazing Yamaguchi, McFarlane, third party. Is there anything from Mezco? I know they did a 5 points reveal, but anything else?
It's literally just the Chucky, and then Batman Gotham by Gaslight has been delayed.
Oh no! Well, you want to talk about it real quick before?
Yeah, let's get into it before Boog's here to cut me off.
Shit's all over it. Oh shit! I played the Spider-Man theme song. I meant to play X-Files. Let's go.
Oh yeah, you played the Spider-Man one instead. Yeah. So today, new Chucky Deluxe figure set. They showed this for the first time at San Diego in person in the booth. I didn't get any coverage of that because, of course, I only really covered the 112 stuff.
True.
I should have gotten more footage of it because they had quite a few things on display, like kind of in the back. But I think by the time I was done doing the 112 stuff, I got like pulled in different directions, and I just never really went back to it. Next time, baby, for sure. And okay, so they had this Chucky, and it looked really good in person on display. It actually kind of looks like it could itself be 112 scale. So
interesting.
That's actually kind of cool.
That leg articulation is kind of
yeah. Well, that's a 5 points. It's a 5 points.
It's wild. It's stylized.
But you get looks from the first 3 Child's Play movies, so that's kind of cool.
Interesting.
So it's probably the way I display it. That's the cool thing about these 5 points is that, they are like the 5 points, but they have a lot of swappable parts that kind of like, take the place of, let's say, articulation or whatever. So you have the hands and, in different poses, or the arms in different poses. You got like the swappable, like front of the chest piece here and stuff. So there's some cool stuff there to, make them a little different than just your typical kind of retro reductive form factor.
Brian Merchant says that diaper looks full. Incredible.
Yeah, it does. Well, there you go. Because he's too spooky.
Yeah, too spooky for you.
Yeah. So there's that, and then yes, Gotham by Gaslight, Batman has been delayed. It's supposed to be like July through September or something like that. We were like at the beginning of or August to November or something like that, and now it's December to February.
Dang, how does it make you feel?
I mean, it's an exclusive, so I did pre-order it. So I'm like, I'm not too mad about not having the money taken out of my account, at a moment's notice. But yeah, I mean, this would have been cool. What is interesting though is that the Victorian Vigilante pack did not get pushed back along with that. This is still, June to August. So we'll be getting these accessories that, kind of go with Batman, but, go with any Victorian era.
I have so many in my collection.
Exactly. Especially these manacles right here. And I mean, at least we'll still be getting this. So hopefully that comes along pretty soon. But yes, unfortunately, the Batman has been delayed. The Gotham by Gaslight, which is so crazy that they showed this first, right? And then they showed the Joker second. No, this went out for pre-order, in fact. They showed it, and then it went up for pre-order first. And then we're still waiting for it, maybe like, this was shown like Toys Fair maybe. So, let's say 7 months. And then we got the Joker Gotham by Gaslight announced at like, another one of these shows, and then it dropped the day after, and we had it in hand. It was in stock already. So
it's crazy. I wonder what what happened behind the scenes for that to come to light.
Yeah, where Joker was like basically like a sneak drop, the day after that it was revealed.
Yeah,
and here we are still waiting for his counterpart.
That's crazy. These production images are heavily photoshopped as well. So
yeah, no question.
Pretty crazy. Was that Joker was like a lot of reused parts? No.
I mean, the soft goods and all of it was all new. The head sculpts were all new. The body is the only real reuse, and even then it had like new boots, so it wasn't like full reuse. But yeah, it's the same body. I would imagine this Batman is probably it's probably going to be on that Golden Age Batman body now that I think about it.
Okay.
So maybe that's the holdup. I don't know, but we'll see. Maybe the glider is taking too much longer. I don't know. It could be anything.
The glider looks pretty crazy.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that.
Wild.
Yeah, throwing a wrench in the whole thing.
Yeah. That's our glider.
Incredible.
But yeah, we'll be waiting a little bit longer for this. I believe we're still in the window for a few other things. I think Fantastic Four is still on track. Here we are. We talked about Ghost Rider getting delayed last week.
Great price.
But Fantastic Four is still on track. We're in the window for Bishop too. So, we're still about to get slapped pretty hard across the knuckles with a ruler. But hey, some things got to get delayed.
Fingers crossed, huh?
That's it.
Back to formula, says Jermichael Johnson.
Back to formula? Delayed, am I?
Delayed, am I?
Well, this is on the same window, December to February, in fact. So maybe we'll get double gliders in that window.
Could you imagine? Hendo L hits us with 5. He said, "What's up, fellas? Love the show. Thank you. Mesco question. I got a Wolverine with a wet, sticky Sentinel base. Thoughts on that solution?"
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, most people did. I think I did too. Yeah, I had to take a little acetone or not acetone, a nail polish remover on a Q-tip, and it's mostly inside of like the actual peg holes. So if you're there trying to like plug in, the foot peg, and then don't notice that your fingers might have a little bit of residue on them, then touch your Wolverine. It's not a great thing to do
at all.
So, I mean, sucks for the people who had to take the bullet at first so that the rest of us know, but you're just going to have to, unfortunately, clean that up before you really start messing with Wolverine. I mean, you can mess with Wolverine all you want, but as soon as you start like messing with the base, just, be careful. Just give it the once over with some nail polish remover and some Q-tips.
So what do you think that is? Do you think that's just wet paint, or do you think it just cured wrong and it's just
it could be. Yeah, it could be that didn't finish curing. Maybe they, in an effort to actually get it out on time, it just didn't finish curing. Maybe it came from a different factory altogether. Like, I don't know. It's any number of reasons. This is the first time that they've really done a base like this, I guess, since like Dark Knight Returns 2-pack. So
it could just be the paint they use. Maybe they mix like, acrylic and enamel or something like that. Something to where it just would just never set or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a little weird. It's mostly, it's like in the crevices. You can kind of see like a shine to some of the cracks and stuff. So I would just give that a little bit of the once over there just to make sure you're not, messing with your Wolverine. The figure's great.
True.
I mean, it's been a weird, not that they have a lot of QC issues, but when they're few and far between, they stand out when they do happen because, someone was commenting on my, I don't know if you guys in the chat or maybe even you, Poncho, saw my review of the Krieg 13 Eradicator Hornet. It's up on my channel right now. Everybody should go check that out if you get a chance. But I also had a QC issue on that. That's the one I picked up at the con. And when I was starting to do the review, in fact, I went to take the plastic off of the head and kind of pulled at the head a little bit. And like the base of the neck, which is supposed to be attached to the body, came off too and kind of pulled the wires with it.
Oh, no.
So my light up feature does not work.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I emailed them. They got back to me. They'll be sending me a replacement. But yeah, it took me communicating with them this week to get that done. And
have there been any cases where somebody communicated with them for the Sentinel base and they were able to get that situated or no?
That I don't know. I don't know if anybody's tried to get a full-on replacement for it, but I would imagine, given that most replacements just come from like extra stock in their warehouse, probably end up with the same problem.
It's a real bummer. I mean, like, it doesn't really happen that often, but when it does, it just stings twice as hard, kind of.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've been having a weird string of luck with that. I don't know if it's personal. Maybe somebody at Mezco warned them about me, but I've been getting dented ass boxes. I've been getting light up features that don't work. I've been getting wet Sentinels. I mean, it's been weird.
Nothing personnel, kid, basically.
Yeah, no, it isn't. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, there's not really too much going on with Mezco, same kind of post-con lull right now.
True. Hey, let's talk about all the stuff that Boog would give a shit about. Let's talk about Amazing Yamaguchi Batman getting a reissue.
Oh, is he? Well, we got to talk Super 7 too, because I know you won't care about
Let's talk Super 7 real quick.
All right, because I already got the tabs open. All right, okay.
Also, real quick,
I'm going to go in order of importance in terms of the things that are about to end literally in 14 minutes.
Oh my God.
The pre-orders for these major wrestling figure podcast Ultimates Wave 2 are closing at the top of the hour right here.
Holy Toledo.
Yeah, they are more expensive than the previous ones. And
justifiably or
premium deco. Yeah, they technically have more deco. I think they have new / different accessories. So if you're a fan of these dudes, chances are if you hang around a toy show, they'll pop in and maybe you can get one of these signed. But
cool.
For the most part, you got to be a fan of this brand or this license, I guess, these dudes, their podcasts, and kind of want to support them, because they are really the two dudes who, after getting fired from WWE, or released or future endeavored is the term. They really like took their brand to the next level, and they have the #1 wrestling figure podcast, crazy YouTube channel and like YouTube network,
good for them.
They're big on Patreon. They've got a solid, maybe not huge, but certainly dedicated audience. So it's no doubt that these will, do pretty well. And the people who, obviously aren't into this look at it and go like, ooh, that's $20 more than your regular Super 7 Ultimates. But it's a drop in the hat for fans of the major wrestling figure podcast who buy like the bendies and all kinds of other things that they have. They have like Masters of the Universe style, kind of like retro wrestling figures. They do a ton of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And Cardona, thank you for reminding me, Geraldo. What's up, dude? Cardona is Matt Cardona is actually has a match scheduled with Pixel Dan.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Explain that.
No, I'm not working you, brother.
Elaborate. Elaborate this.
Pixel Dan is an independent wrestler.
There's no fucking way.
Yeah, dude. Did you not know this?
I did not know this.
Oh yeah, hang on.
I knew 8-Bit Eric was an independent wrestler, but not Pixel Dan.
Yeah, on May 23rd, 2022, at I believe a
Is there some sort of graphic that can go with this? Is there a poster?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now.
Somebody cut a promo? What's going on? What's happening?
Okay, here we go.
I cannot wait to see this.
This is what happened. Pixel Dan. Wait. Pixel Dan had just won a match. I think that's Pixel Dan.
What a crazy sentence. Pixel Dan had just won a match.
The only thing that could make it crazier if it was a steel cage match.
Oh my god. These are the best independent shows, clearly at a high school gymnasium.
It has to be. It'd be better if it was in a cafetorium.
That's true.
Always Ready, Matt Cardona comes out at the end of Pixel Dan's match for, what is this called? PWA Springfield, yes.
Kicking Bird says Pixel Dan does not look like a wrestler. Under those collared shirts, brother, he's got a good...
No, he's jacked, bro.
He's jacked, dude.
Yeah. Well, first of all, wrestlers have all kinds of body types.
Absolutely true.
Okay. You could say Rikishi doesn't look like a wrestler, you know? You could say Umanga doesn't look like a wrestler, but here they are. Yeah, Matt Cardona, via satellite, calls out Pixel Dan.
Via satellite?
Well, yeah. And it's for the Internet Championship.
Oh, I love it.
So Pixel Dan could very well become the champion of the Internet come, I believe, this Sunday.
Is there more to this clip, or what's going on?
Yeah, there's more, but it's all just, that.
Dang.
I'm trying to find like a whole graphic or something. I'm trying to figure out where it's happening.
I think everybody, including myself, just really wants to see. Can you just pull up clips? Jamie, can you pull up clips of Pixel Dan wrestling?
Okay. You ever seen a gorilla wrestle Pixel Dan?
I was literally about to say that. Look at the muscle. Look at the raw muscle.
Gorillas are crazy, man. Gorillas are crazy.
Oh, they can
take apart a whole toy reviewer on YouTube in a matter of seconds.
Oh shit.
Okay, there's some Tumblr posts here. I'm just trying to find
Tumblr posts.
Yeah, like I'm really digging deep. We need some.
Stew gets thicker and thicker.
Hang on. Oh no, this is just. Hang on. Pixel Dan must have tweeted about it. Pixel Dan, by the way, a lot of people asked me like, was he the dude that was rude to you at San Diego? Absolutely not.
Never.
Pixel Dan is 100% exactly who he is. He is a pillar, a true foundation of this community.
Bridging gaps, not only toy community, but video game community as well. Literally my essence as a human being. Toys and video games.
He is the man.
I love Pixel Dan, man. He's always so nice every time we link up. It's so
man, there is not a lot of promotion for this. Is that what's going on? I don't think it's happening at GCW because I don't want to see Pixel Dan get busted open like that. It's a GCW show. There's gonna be some juice.
That's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, but no, not quite. Okay, I can't find it, but I promise you it's happening. Chat, corroborate. Tell me where I can find that. But anyway, so over the course of that conversation, we've become 5 minutes closer to this pre-order ending. So if you want to get your Matt Cardona pre-order in right now to have him fight Pixel Dan on your toy shelf, if and when there's ever a Pixel Dan action figure.
I was about to say when.
Yeah.
When? If Pixel Dan got a Masters of the Universe styled figure of himself in his wrestling gear, I think he'd fucking die.
Yeah, and it's also Matt Cardona's return to the ring because he thank you, Brian Merchant, tore his bicep like a couple months ago.
Good lord.
Yeah.
My God.
So there you go. You got 7 minutes, 6 minutes, 59, 58, 57, 56, We're going like this for the rest of the show.
No. Let's
all right. So that is the first piece of Super 7 Ultimates. Another thing ending soon in like 2 days or something is the glow in the dark Ninja Turtles. 2 days,
Hell
6
yeah.
minutes.
I want to give
exactly 48 hours, basically.
I urge everyone once again, for everybody who saw Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when it debuted a couple of years ago, and you said to yourself, "That art style sucks. It's not for me." I urge you to just try it again, because it is one of the most incredibly animated pieces of Western media I've ever seen in my entire life. Every single big name in Western animation works on that show, and every single person on that team has been influenced by anime for their entire life. So that show, and I say this with no hesitations, goes hard as fuck. And the movie comes out on Netflix on August 8th, I think, this Monday. They released the first 4 minutes of it on Twitter, I think, and it looks nuts. It's a time traveling.
Is that the Mutant Mayhem I keep hearing?
No. This is totally different. Mutant Mayhem is Seth Rogen's deal, which I'm also excited for. But this new movie, it's based off the show Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But like the first 4 minutes, it's like a time traveling story where they send somebody back in time, but they show the future timeline, which is in like a 2044. And I think the only turtles that are still alive are Leonardo and Michelangelo. Leonardo has this big fucking robot arm, and he's like half cyborg and stuff. And Leonardo and Michelangelo has literally just turned into a turtle Doctor Strange. It is incredible. Oh, it's already out. What? People are saying it. Holy shit!
It's already out.
I cannot wait to see this. Fat Man becoming my least favorite person on the face of the planet right now, saying 2004 Turtles show was way better. Sorry, Poncho, it's still way better. No, I'm afraid you're wrong. 100%. Your opinion can in fact be wrong, and it is wrong. No, a lot of love for 2004 Turtles, but Rise is incredible. The that first 4 minutes like completely sucked me in. I literally can't wait. It's so cool.
What the?
Rick is here. What's up, Rick?
I'm always on time, baby.
Hey,
look at me. I'm on time.
Hell yeah. But yeah,
what are we
check that out. We're talking turtles right now, baby.
Yeah, we're talking turtles, specifically glowing turtles.
Are these the Seth Rogen ones, or what are we talking?
I swear, if Seth Rogen doesn't show up on some sort of adult webcam service on
excuse me,
this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, then the whole thing is just not even worth it.
You what?
So this is just a reuse of the old turtle bodies that came out, but just with like this glow in the dark type style.
Yep.
Right. Pretty cool.
And I saw them they had them on display at San Diego, and they look good. These are pretty solid looking turtles. They're very specific. Super 7 loves their glow in the dark stuff, and just fun. If you're a turtle guy, get them.
It is what it is.
Not easy pass, I think. Right.
You can get all 4 at the same time too.
All 4? That's right. Well, you can get them individually, or you can get all 4.
Okay.
I don't know why you would get them individually.
Well, for a deep discount of $0, right?
Pretty much. Okay, and then second to last. Okay, speaking of old cartoons, the Thundercats.
Here they are.
A new Wave 6, and these are in the old like LJN action figure colors, not to the animation. So a couple in like different hair sculpts that are like a little bit more like toy, not quite as like flowy hair. It's more like big chunky locks of hair, for Chitara and for Lion O. But the biggest difference is probably this Mum Ra, who has like that more LJN style head.
Oh, so LJN style head?
Yep. You son of a gun. So there you go. Those are up. I don't remember until when. Let's find out. These are open for another 21 days. Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Then just teased, revealed, and solicited this week. I'm very excited about this. Lemmy Kilmister from Motorhead. Come on, dude. If you like to gamble, I tell ya, he's your man. Dude.
Brave the gambler.
It's Motorhead. It's Lemmy. He's got a soft goods shirt. He's got bullets for a belt.
Well,
Gosh
you go.
darn it.
It's a soft goods shirt. I knew it.
It's a soft goods shirt.
Hold on. Ebony Leopard with the comment of the night. So Motorhead.
So no head.
So Motorhead.
So Motorhead. You know, there's the age-old adage, the question, who would win in a fight who would win in an arm wrestling competition between God and Lemmy? Trick question. Lemmy is God. Yeah, this looks really cool. This is kind of that like late 70s, early 80s era Lemmy, you know, not with the kind of like cavalry cowboy hat, you know, not with like the big jacket and stuff. This is like early Motorhead. And even then he was already like old as shit. Lemmy is like the man, dude. I mean, he is absolute legend. You wouldn't have any band without Motorhead. This is like new wave British heavy metal, but like he doesn't even consider himself heavy metal, or he didn't, you know. He just introduces the band. He goes up and he says, we are Motorhead. We play rock and roll.
Let's go.
That's it. But yeah, really cool. You got a bunch of interchangeable hands. This time with cigarettes. You know, it's not a Krusty the Clown situation. You're going to get some cigarettes. You're going to get a bottle of Motorhead branded Tennessee whiskey.
This pretty much confirms that the only reason that Krusty didn't come with cigarettes is because he's now owned by Disney, I would imagine.
Pretty much, yeah. It was a licensor thing. You got a middle finger hand. Come on.
Gotta have that.
Each with various and multiple rings. You get the scowling head, you get the neutral head, you get the smiling with the sunglasses. I mean, come on. But anyway, come on.
Talking to the guy with the 12-inch 112 scale soft goods shirt figure. Come on.
My $16 printed soft goods 112 t-shirt. Come on.
Listen, all I'm saying is the only way to feel the noise is when it's good and loud. It's good. I can't believe it. Screaming with the crowd.
Let's go. What do you think the chances are of the rest
of the band?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would reckon we get the War Pig first. This guy.
Okay. I can see mascot. That.
I mean, they could easily just reuse a lot of this and maybe some King Diamond parts and give us a new head and boom, Bob's your uncle. But I imagine we get a bunch of other versions of Lemmy if their reaction line is anything to go by.
True.
You know, we got to get him in the big, you know, jacket, like the big duster with like the kind of like Confederate cavalry hat looking ordeal he's got.
Please no.
Yeah, wouldn't that be sick?
No, it would be terrible.
We got to get him in his denim, in his Canadian tuxedo.
Gotta love denim.
Yeah.
See, now you're speaking the right language.
I won't linger on this too much longer because I'm actually having the designer, my friend Kyle Wadiga from Super 7, on the Fobster Live streams on Monday. So we can go in depth, talk about Lemmy and Motorhead and metal in general. It'll be very good. So look forward to that. Go subscribe, Fobster, YouTube.
Sounds like a show I can't miss, Fabio, to be quite honest.
You can't. No, you want to see a couple of metalheads? Just, you know, Metalhead?
Yep. Some Metalhead.
So Metalhead. Yep.
Oh, man, if you don't call your stream that, you failed. Don't even bother.
No, I think it'll be so Motorhead, like Ebony Leopard. You know, we got our own memes over there. I don't use all the podcast memes over there. We got our.
Why
own
would you? You get your own homegrowns over there, huh?
Yeah, exactly. We got to. You know can't let your memes be dreams.
Absolutely.
It's for the best. I don't think the legal department would be too happy about what's going on.
No. Yes, the metal. It comes from hell.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, so this will be hopefully out next year. Pretty sick. All right. That's it for Super 7.
Beautiful. Rick, to fill you in, we're basically just talking about anything that Boog would shit on us for.
Hell yeah. All right, so we're talking Mayflex next, baby.
No, I think it was Yummy Gucci next.
Yummy Gucci, yeah, let's talk it.
Delicious. Whoa, this articulation is delicious. Is this a yummy Gucci?
That's what that's what they're calling it.
Incredible. Yep. I think if you just go to Ami Ami, Fabio, then both of those things will. To be quite honest, Amazing Yamaguchi is only on the board because I forgot to take it off, but coincidentally, it lines up with some re-releases.
Is it this one? You said it was the Batman, right?
Batman and one more. So Batman, right here, attorney at law, judge, jury, executioner, and your lawyer apparently.
He won't kill you, but your hospital bills will.
Truly. He's going back up. This one is extremely controversial just for the cape design alone. Here we go. Here.
Wait, shut it down. Never. So we're talking Hasbro.
Abort.
Right on cue. But it's getting a re-release. Boog, what do you think of this cape?
I think of what?
What do you think of this cape? Batman's cape.
I hate it.
There you go. You'd love to see it.
Thanks. I hate it.
Thanks. I hate it. But for those, for the 12 people out there that do love it, here's your second chance, baby. You'll get a chance to grab them, I guess.
And what was the other thing? Is it Hawks?
No, it's Captain America. It's getting re-released too.
Oh,
yeah. You know, it's funny. I've been saying this for a while that I've been like getting away from some of the Reveltech stuff or whatever, but I literally just sold Captain America, and then they re-released it.
Incredible!
Wow, good for you.
Mamma mia!
What is that? It looks like he's got like cookie crumbs in his mouth right here. Look at this.
He looks like a character from Metal Gear Solid on the PS1. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. It's crazy. It's just.
This is like.
He actually just looks like he got caught in the cookie jar. He's like, no, I didn't. No. Like had his mouth full.
This guy looks like what arcade cabinet makers back in the 80s thought Arnold Schwarzenegger looked like.
Yeah.
Where you're like, this is supposed to be Arnold? And then it's like, yeah, I'm Dutch. Let's find the predators. And then it's like, all right, I guess this is Arnold.
Hell yeah. So yeah, man, these are two like widely sought after Amazing Yamaguchi figures. Super cool they're getting re-released. You know, these figures usually jump up in price a lot, especially the My Hero Academia stuff. But you know, Amazing Yamaguchi is one of those companies that they're not afraid to make their money all over again and re-release some shit.
Yeah,
Is that my fault?
Maybe, I'm not sure. That's fine. But yeah, we're basically just jumping all over the place. We were doing stuff that would make you audibly groan, Boog. So we just got that out of the way. Did you a favor?
All right, excellent. What was it though? What did y'all talk about already?
We did Mezco, Super 7. What else we do? Can't really remember. I think that was it.
What happened with Mezco this week? It was just the pushback dates?
No, yeah, that and like a 5 points Chucky doll.
Oh, you gotta bring that up.
I don't like that at all. Excellent.
Boog wants to talk that right now. Bring it back.
No, you need a 112 scale, Chucky. I mean, it's 5 points, but it's in scale.
Oh God, no!
It's got your favorite piece of articulation, that T thigh.
Oh no!
That
T
up
is
and down
better.
thigh?
It's more like an I.
True. Bold and italicized. Yeah, so we're basically just jumping all over the place, but since everybody's here, we can head right back to the top and let's talk your week, Boog and Rick. What were you guys up to this week?
This week has been mostly quiet for me. I didn't really have too much going on. Put out a couple of videos or whatever. You guys know about the whole like situation with TokaArt. You know, I put up a video talking about that. I saw today that JC had put up a video, which I thought was very good, very well done. I thought he hit all the points and he was very succinct in his messaging and what he had to say. I thought it was a good video. Did you guys see it?
I did. I sure did.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Yeah, he really summed it up pretty well, you know.
Oh yeah? Why don't you both prove it? Recite it word for fucking word right now. I didn't see it.
You got me. I'm not a real fan.
I knew it.
Yeah, I won't hold you up. I don't watch JC's videos too often, but I mean I know his work ethic, and I know that he is definitely a staple in the community, and puts in a lot of work and works a lot towards doing putting out news and doing shit or whatever. So I give him props. I definitely commented on the video. Just one word: respect. So yeah, that's basically what this whole thing was about for me, is just a certain respect. And I'm gonna touch on this real quick. I'm not gonna be long-winded like I normally am, but I didn't just come out of the woodwork to catapult myself into this situation. I've had words with TokaArt before in the past. I've told this story on this podcast before about pretty much our very first interaction, which was some years ago. There was somebody trolling me on one of my videos. We was going back and forth in the comment section. Somehow it got over to TokaArt's video, one of his videos. It was a review or something like that. I'm not even sure what the video was, but I was responding to that person in the comment section of TokaArt's video, and I was flaming that person, and somehow he thought that I was talking to him, and he went kind of nuts, responding like, "Oh, this is the first time you ever comment on my video, but you come like trying to diss me," and like, he had a whole bunch of shit saved up that he wanted to say to me, obviously, and he just let it rip. So I let him get that out, and then I responded to him and was like, "Listen, man, I wasn't even talking to you. But, now I see, where you stand. You must have been holding that in for a while or whatever." He was just talking about how his collection was bigger than mine and all of these. And I said, I'm not here to try to get in a dick measuring contest with you or whatever. Like, I really wasn't even coming at you. So that was the first and last time that I commented on one of his videos. But since then, again, that was years ago. Since then, he would periodically chime in on some of my videos or comment on some of my videos, but for the most part, I would ignore him, and I would never respond to him. Unbeknownst to me, I actually bumped into him at Toy Fair one year. I didn't even know it was him, but he was like following Chartemis around and shit like that. He kept like half making eye contact with me, like he wanted me to say something to him, and I didn't realize until after the fact that was him or whatever the case may be. And I talked about that when I finally responded to him after a few years when he commented on one of my videos. And the video that he commented on was me talking about I'm not sure if it was Black Panther. It was some black issue or whatever. But he did what he normally does and takes his little like passive aggressive shots and gets out his little microaggressions and shit like that. And, based on the fact that I was doing something that was related to race, to black characters or whatever the case may be. So, this is who he is. This is who he's been from the very beginning. Everybody that has ever watched his content knows that he's, an edgelord. He likes to, he has a very crass humor, quote unquote humor.
That's giving him way too much credit.
Yeah. But it's never been something that I have liked. So I don't watch his videos. I've never really watched the videos. And then it was the one time that he did the review on the Valaverse shit, and we talked about that on this podcast as well. And I just thought the review was gross. I just thought it was just garbage content. You know what I'm saying? So I never really fucked with his content to begin with. And I knew that he was this crass individual and doing all of this wild shit for likes and clicks and, pretty much he's like, I don't know, it's the MAGA crowd over there. You guys know this. So that's what it was. So finally, when this whole shit happened with him, with the video and Dan and, him commenting on my videos here and there, I just pretty much was just like, all right, enough of this clown. Like, I'm going to say something. So I put up a post on on my Instagram this past week, and I also did a little video where I didn't actually address him directly or say his name in the video. I just posted the clip that he posted himself from Comic-Con when he was coming at Dan and Ryan and doing what he normally does. And I said, I'm not going to comment on it here. I'm just leaving this here for you guys in a similar fashion that I did when the Thor Miles Morales stuff had came out. There was some content creator that did a video talking about that, and I posed the question to my viewers, whether or not they thought this was racist. I didn't chime in on it. I didn't really give my take on it at all. I just let people discuss it in the comments. Same thing with the TokaArt thing, and obviously, overwhelmingly, the majority of people is not fucking with it. So it is what it is. Like I feel obligated as somebody that helped start the community to, keep shit in order. We free speech. You could talk all of that free speech shit you want to, but as the saying goes, you're free to say whatever you want, but you're not free of the consequences of what you have to say. And there's going to be consequences, and sometimes those consequences are could be of physical confrontation. I think Dan handled the situation very well. Obviously, he wasn't going to try to beat up TokaArt or fight him, at his job at the booth and shit like that. But that type of rhetoric and that type of just that vitriol is not. It's not good. We don't need that shit. And if you subscribe to that and you like that, that's all fine and dandy. But again, if you say something that's out of line, people are going to say something about it. It's in the same vein as like a dog or something like that, as far as I'm concerned. So again, if you fuck with that and that's your cup of tea and you get a kick out of somebody turning something that's supposed to be positive and fun into something that's nasty and just like negative, then cool. That's all fine and dandy. I'm not fucking with it, and the overwhelming majority of the people in the community obviously is not really fucking with it. And like I said, I think people like that should be shunned, should be ousted. Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not with it in any way, shape, or form, and that's what it is. I'm not letting no racial shit slide. Like, it's not happening with me, because that's the same this same type of shit that he's doing with the Asian hate or whatever the fuck he's got going on there. That type of person is the same person that'll be throwing the N-word every 5 minutes as well. I wouldn't put it past him. Like, you know what I mean? So it is what it is. If you forgive him or you think he's going to change or whatever, that's on you. So shout out to anybody that is somebody in the community that has any type of pull, any type of influence, that spoke out against it and didn't toe the line and didn't like pussyfoot around the issue. Then it is what it is. And anybody else who's like still acting like they chummy with him or whatever the case may be, hey, that's your prerogative. I'm not fucking with him. He's not my friend. I'm not cool with him, whatever the case may be. Also, he hit me up on Instagram and sent me a message or whatever. We had like a couple of words. He was talking about inviting him on the podcast. That'll never fucking happen, dude. There's no reason for us to sit down and talk with you about anything. You're fucking garbage. So that's it. All right. You guys want to say anything?
I will say one thing. I did notice a lot of people defending him, and a lot of people just maybe kind of like trolling. Also, a lot of people were just basically just saying like the big deal about what he said.
It's bad faith arguments.
Yeah. A lot of people. So like for people out of the loop, he went around the Hasbro booth calling Dan and Ryan the Asian twins, and the defense that I'm seeing a lot on YouTube comments and Facebook posts and all that stuff is like, what's the big deal? I mean, they're Asian, right? Like, he's just saying they're Asian guys. And I commented on Jay's video. There's a guy in the comments, and he was just all like, somebody said that that what he said was racist and homophobic. I don't think it was homophobic. I didn't really see that edge. Maybe I'm missing something there. But somebody
not to cut you off, but just to interject real quick. Not in that in that particular instance did he say anything that was homophobic. But again, that's all part of his shtick, and he has said other homophobic and misogynistic shit, and countless other videos and streams and whatever the fuck he has going on. So go ahead, my bad.
That's okay. So somebody replied to it and was all like, nothing he said was homophobic. And he said, come on, I think we all know what he meant. So, I mean, that was so I replied, what do you mean? What did he mean by that? And then it was just like a whole like loop around. He didn't even answer the question. It's been almost 12 hours. He hasn't answered the question, but we were like going back and forth. Like there's a miscommunication about what exactly we were talking about. But once I really zeroed in and I was all like, he called two dudes who look nothing alike that just happen to be Asian, the Asian twins. Now you said that we knew exactly what he meant, what he was saying when he said that. So what was he saying? What was he saying? And like that's like the main argument I see with a lot of people trying to defend him and whatnot is like people are too soft or you're too sensitive or whatnot. I mean, let's be real. Saying all Asians look alike is pretty low on the totem pole of racism, but it's still racism, my guy. Right. Like it is what it is. And I've heard a lot of stuff like throughout the years and whatnot saying a couple of Asian people look alike, at the surface level, you could just be ignorant to that. If you're a person that's never been exposed to a lot of Asian cultures or whatnot, you seeing, people from another race and whatnot, it's hard. It's just, it's unfamiliar, right? So you're not as educated or whatnot. And you're just ignorant to it. And there's a difference between saying like, oh, I only know 3 Asian people in my life and 2 of them kind of look alike, maybe, versus going around and saying with vitriol that 2 Asian dudes that look nothing alike look alike. Like it's about the delivery that, just totally abolishes your ignorance on the fact. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
It's also the fact it's also the fact that it's not, I saw a lot of people saying that, his criticisms of the product are valid and using that as a way to justify his rhetoric. And it's like, nah, my guy, that's not how it works. Like, 2 things can exist at once. He could absolutely, have genuine, real feedback about the product and still be a shithead about, putting forth that message. And that's really what it is. It's from a real nasty place. Like, you know what I mean? Like even he was in somebody else's live stream, even in the fucking video that Fabio recorded of the panel. There's one point, I said this last week, where Chartemis tells him to shut the fuck up. He's also on Toy Shiz's, he was on one of his videos going in talking about how Dwight was given a hand job, and like it's just real. Like what? Like how old are you, dude? Are you 40 or 14? Like what the fuck?
Yeah,
like
not just
what
that,
does that
but
got to do with anything? Like
we have had many episodes where we criticize the moves that Hasbro's. We literally had I think 2 weeks straight, like when they announced those price hikes and whatnot, and we make it very clear, like, and these dudes that work there at Hasbro, like they don't make those big decisions like that. Like they're designers and they're working media side sometimes. Like what the hell does Dwight have to do with wanting more money and less plastic in their packaging? Like I don't understand like why all these attacks have to be so personal. And even if he did, like that is no justification for some racist bullshit. And then to have the audacity to go to the booth and be like, "Where's my samples at?"
yeah, like what?
What out of here, bro? Get out of here! I'm sorry, but I'm not walking up to Todd's booth like, "Hey, Todd, where's the A.C.B.A podcast samples? What's going on? Come on, man, it's ridiculous."
So yeah, that's that. I don't know. I don't think there was anything else in terms of that.
Sure. Let me just lay it out very, very flatly. What he said was racist as fuck, for sure. The fact that I just don't know. It's wild. It's wild that so many people around the community were just like so ignorant to the fact that what he was saying had, you know, racist overtones and whatnot. And it could simply be justified by like, oh, sorry, I was ignorant to this. I didn't know. I'll stop saying it from now on. But that is clearly not the case. That's not what happened, or is what's happening. And to be perfectly clear, stuff like weird little micro jabs like that at ethnicities and stuff is basically the kind of stuff that makes people think it's okay to just say more and more and more and more heinously racial shit to people that they don't know. Like, I explained it to, I don't know where I was talking, maybe the A.C.B.A Discord, but like, it's just years of these little microaggressions that made it okay for people to just be extremely racist to Asian people during like the pandemic, which resulted in like hundreds and hundreds of assaults across the country. So like, when you think that it's not really a big deal to like say a lot of Asian people look alike, or just say some sly, you know, Asian jokes to a couple of people, that stuff like all adds up, you know. So that's like the biggest thing about it. It's not like about people being soft or whatnot. It's just about like being respectful to, like, you know, your fellow human being.
Yeah, the shit just disrespectful.
Right.
It's just disrespectful, and like, yo, everybody's tolerance is different. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you may have the majority of people that you come across, you'll probably be able to get that shit off and say that, and nothing will come of it. But like, would Dan have been crazy if he slapped the shit out of him right there in the booth?
Right.
I mean, you know, like you asking for it at that particular point. You don't know that man. You don't know nothing about him, and you're gonna like disrespect him, like, and disrespect him to his face, and like, come on, yo, that shit's
right. And not only that, but then to ask, where's your free product on top of that? It's
and why wasn't I shouted out at the panel?
Why, right? So a couple things to say real quick, because I actually got to bounce. But yeah, it's to have that disrespect towards, you know, the people who were not even like necessarily even design the product. They just market how it's released to the audience, to come at them personally like that and then be like, well, I didn't mean it as offense, therefore you shouldn't get offended. No, man, the offense lies on the recipient. They are the ones who, if they are offended by it, then guess what? It's offensive. It's not, you could hide behind the fact that your intentions are this or that, but it's the reception that matters at that point. And again, yes, to ask for free product and a shout out on top of it, it's like going a way other step beyond. And then last thing is, on the topic of amount of people like coming out to defend him, I saw the one comment that was like, well, you know, he's actually playing like a wrestling heel type of character, and his whole thing is that he is trying to get a negative response from the audience, and that is like a part of his persona or his character. It's like, nah, dude, everybody knows someone like this. This isn't a persona. This isn't. Listen, I get in trouble for attempting to portray a conspiracy theorist persona, and people, you know, take that to mean that, oh, they actually think that I'm being canceled, kind of thing. It's a bit, you know, and if people can take that seriously and then, you know, go on to I don't know, internalize an entire beef between the two of us just off of some purely ironic, clearly ironic comments, then, you know, that's what playing a persona can kind of get you into. And this isn't that. This is not that.
Yep, agree. And like I said, if that type of content is your go-to and it makes you happy, then whatever. We just different type of people. We are obviously operating on different vibrations, different wavelengths and shit like that. Like, I don't want my consumption of things that are supposed to bring me joy to make me feel shitty. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's me personally. That's just me personally. So that's why I never really got into his content and shit like that. And that's partly why, like, and not to say that they're anything alike in regards to racial epithets or whatever, but like, that's why I don't really watch Anthony's custom shit that much, because I feel like it's there's a negative sort of energy with it there. Like, I don't know, like, everything's so critical. Like, you know what I mean? And again, Anthony's Customs, as far as I know, has never said or done anything disrespectful or rude or whatever to anybody, to me personally, to anybody. I've met him in person. You know what I'm saying? But again, when I'm trying to enjoy some shit, I don't want to feel bad about the shit. Like, it is what it is. And the last thing I'll say is that the whole like YouTubers are sucking dick to like get product, and like, yo, dog, this is a game. It's a hustle. Like, it is what it is. If you have been awarded the privilege to rub elbows with people in the industry and get product and review stuff and help build your channel and whatever, you playing the game. Like JC said in the video, yeah, of course, if it's your go-to line, you're going to have a little bit of bias or whatever the case may be. But I really don't see too many people like going crazy and not really pointing out the things that are wrong with Marvel Legends or whatever the case may be. For the most part, I think the people that are well recognized in the community do a good job of being impartial or being mostly neutral. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of the day, this is meant to be a professional relationship between people. You know, you can't talk to them like you're ball busting with your buddies.
Exactly.
And I think I think what we do here on the podcast is a direct rebuttal to any conversation like that. Because while you may be getting, these opportunities from Hasbro, we're able to have this conversation on the podcast every week where, half the cast will shit on something that you praised, like a couple of videos ago.
Correct. And guess what? We all friends here though, so we could bust each other's balls and like whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you not friends with those people over there. You can't say shit to just random people. Like, you can't do that. Somebody's gonna bust you in the fucking mouth. That's what it is.
Honestly, the part that I hate the most is the people in the comments like, but they kind of look alike. No, man, this isn't a matter of opinion. Oof. They're not the same fucking height. They don't dress the same. They don't look anything alike. It's not an opinion. They don't look alike.
I wouldn't even think that was true if Ryan suddenly started wearing Jordans.
They're not this. They look nothing alike. Like, you can't even, like, I hate that excuse. I see it. That's honestly the comment I see the most. You gotta admit, they do kind of look alike. Like, no, they don't. They literally don't in any way, shape, or form. The only thing that's similar about them is that they're both Asian. They don't have anything alike at all. They're not the same height. They don't have the same hair. They don't even dress kind of the same. Like, nothing is alike about these two people. It's not an opinion. It's a fact that they don't look anything alike. Like, that's honestly the worst comment I see and the most one that I see. Like, oh, come on, they look kind of alike. Like, no, they don't. They don't. They're both Asian. Like, that's it. That's where it ends. Nothing else is alike. It's so crazy, man.
I think that
and that's even good end, but I gotta bounce. But it's been a good discussion. I'll hear the rest of it later.
Good night, sweet Prince.
All right.
Good luck, my friend.
Fun.
The last thing I'll say is that what was I gonna say? I forgot. Shit. Whatever.
Be like that.
Yeah. So as far as I know, I didn't really like make a whole video talking about it, except this video we talking about it now. I put up a video. JC put up a video. I'm not sure if Russ said something in a video recently or not. But a lot of people from within the community chimed in on videos or posts that other people made. And again, like I said, the overwhelming majority of people is not, they not with the bullshit. Like, it is what it is. I don't see. That's it. I don't even want to even discuss it more than we already did. It's been 20 minutes already. So, like I said,
I think we got everything out there.
Yeah, and that's that. And like I always say, like, most of the time, majority of the time, if I have some type of issue with somebody in the community, I'm all for hammering it out and reconciling and getting it together or whatever, and fixing the issue with most situations. But I'm not going to do that in a situation like this with some type of racial, like, you just trying to antagonize people just to antagonize people. If me and you have disagreement about something that's regular, like, you know what I mean, then it's fine. We could we could fix that. But this right here, I'm not friends. I'm not trying to be friends with you. I'm not trying to be cool with you. Like, you are who you are. You're a grown ass man. You are who you are. You're not gonna change at this particular point. And honestly, it wouldn't even make any sense for him to like be like, oh, I'm nice now. I'm like I'm behaving now. Like that's you built. He built his brand on this type of shit. So like, what he gonna do now? Stop making videos? Nah, it is what it is. But you know, I'm just not fucking with that. I'm good.
All right. That's that. What it is.
All right. So what else we got going on? I see you had some Marvel Legend thing up there. I'll follow you up there.
We got Hasbro stuff. We'll talk SHF. Maybe some McFarlane. I don't know. It's a short week.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these companies, they let loose at San Diego, so it's been pretty sparse. Although there is a Hasbro Marvel Legends live, I think on Wednesday that I saw Todd Rectangular post. I think.
Yeah, Wednesday the 10th. Actually, next week they're gonna have some live streams. So I guess we'll hear or see something else. Maybe we'll hear about the HasLab. Maybe they'll spend a good chunk of the time talking about some of the details for the next HasLab, because we know that Galactus is going to be shipping in the fall, and they are slowly teasing out their third HasLab, which most of us think will be a vehicle. Obviously, it's going to be Ghost Rider related. I think that was. I don't think anything else went up for pre-order or anything this past week in terms of Legends.
Yeah, it was that 3-pack. Remember?
What 3-pack?
The Venom 3-pack?
The Spider-Man? Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yes. It was the Venom multi-pack. They're calling it. Yes. So they did reveal how Venom. Agony and Riot are going to be released. They showed them for the first time at San Diego Comic-Con a couple weeks ago, and then they let us know how they would actually be released as part of a 3-pack with another Venom, with an updated Venom, basically what people were asking for in terms of a comic-based Venom on the Omega Red Buck, like the past Spider-Man the animated series sort of cel-shaded version of Venom. So now that we're going to get that, people are still saying they want comic Venom on the movie Venom Buck, which we did get, but he just had the wings in that null pack. So again, you can't please everybody. But I think for in terms of like pricing, a lot of people have been complaining about Marvel Legends pricing and the fact that they're not giving you better and paint applications and more accessories and stuff like that, but the prices are increasing. I think the value of this 3-pack is actually decent. It's $78 for basically a deluxe figure in the Riot, which is on the Monster Venom Buck, and then the Venom. I think, what was that, like $30? The animated series Venom by itself.
Yeah, I think it had to be something like that, like $34.99 or something. I think.
Yeah. So basically, you get those 3 figures with some extra heads and a couple extra hands. Now, me personally, I think that there should have been 2 heads a piece for each character in that set, and at least 2 sets of hands for each as well. But it is what it is. I still do think $78 is fair for those 3 figures. So yeah, that went up for pre-order. It's an Amazon exclusive, which means that more than likely at some point towards the end of the year, around Christmas, you probably get a break on it and probably get it for $50, maybe. You know?
Yeah, and that Venom head sculpt, that new head sculpt was done by our very own Paul Harding.
Yes, yeah.
Close friend of the podcast.
The two Venom head sculpts. So we finally get a kind of like half Eddie Brock, half Venom head sculpt. I think this one looks pretty good too. And they closed up the peg holes in the shoulders with the little symbiote spillage there. So, not bad. Nothing to write home. Nothing crazy to write home about, but it is what it is. one thing that they have been saying a lot is that, there's new Legends collectors every day, every year. You know what I mean? So, of course, they're going to have to keep revisiting and revising, and it is what it is. At some point, I don't know, you can start getting rid of some of your old shit and just updating as they update, or what. I don't know.
This will bookend this team, right? This release?
Yeah, the original 5 symbiotes, correct.
Okay.
But I'm not sure about the head sculpt for this Riot and the color choice.
Yeah, the head sculpt is wild and wacky. I said that last week.
He's crying. He's crying. Like
he's crying.
He's in the rain listening to Everybody Hurts right now.
True.
Like, I mean, look at that. Sometime. Look at that.
He's fucking Jordan meme right there.
Yeah, that's the Jordan meme for sure. This head sculpt is so sick. Like, yeah. Half face one.
I do like the that they have the like symbiotic weapon interchangeable part for him though. That's pretty cool.
It's quite nice. I wish we see more stuff like that.
I was about to say we need more of that. Like, you know what? If you don't want to do like another hand, give us like a little maybe snap-on accessory or like swap out like that. We need more of that.
The best Carnage figure that I own is the Amazing Yamaguchi, and he came with mad parts like that. It was unreal.
Yeah, there's so many that you can't even like.
Even keep track.
I feel like I still haven't explored everything. Yeah.
Crazy.
That's some bang with the Yamaguchi Carnage for sure.
100%. Yeah, I pre-ordered this just out of necessity, just out of FOMO. Like I already got everybody else. I might as well finish it.
Might as well finish it. Yeah, for sure.
What a great selling point. I love it.
Well, you got everyone else.
Yeah,
kid.
that's true.
You
I mean, I've come this far.
Might as well.
I think that was it in terms of Legends. I see that the our friends across the pond have been getting a lot of stuff released over there first. So the Toad popped up over there. I think I talked about this stuff last week, but yeah, between Dan and Craig and
Elvis.
Who?
I think Elvis got Toad already as well.
Oh well, he's in Florida.
What's his
paying up, baby?
But yeah, so that stuff is starting to trickle out. Like I mentioned in my update, I did get get around to opening up the Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure wave. I just assembled Bonebreaker a little while ago. Pretty nice. I like them. Also, I'm looking at this. I'm messing around with this Sabretooth figure that Paul did the head sculpt for.
Mm-hmm.
That everybody thought looked super goofy in the photos, but in hand it's actually not. It's not that bad actually, and I could see how, a little more paint on this would probably do it some justice. I'm eager to try some of the sculpted shelf heads on this body though, honestly. But yes, it's not as bad in hand. Yeah, that's all I got to say about Legends. I think.
Lightning Collection did some cool shit.
Oh yeah.
I say that with the biggest grain of salt. It was. Hold on. Let's see. Let me pull it up. So they had put a video up on their Instagram, on Hasbro Pulse Instagram. It was about like 7 minutes long. They announced, it was a surgical strike if I've ever seen one. We got to take some notes. They were in and out of there 7 minutes. They unveiled 3 products and they got the fuck out. It was great. So they unveiled, let's take a look. If it's got to be. So you guys can see my screen, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So they unveiled, we'll go in order of greatness. They unveiled, here we go. This is the only interesting reveal for me personally. This is a Lost Galaxy green Damon right here. This marks our 3rd Ranger in this team. We're just missing the women in this team. He comes with, standard fare Lightning Collection stuff. The head sculpt. I want to say they got the likeness. The likeness is pretty good on the head.
Oh wow, that looks pretty good.
Not as egregious as our previous Aishas or anything like that. It's getting the job done for sure.
Do these heads pop on Legends bodies with no problem?
I want to say they do. We can ask Geeky Fresh or Cap Lives in chat because they're if I would imagine if anybody's done it, it's those guys.
Right.
Oh, Warlock with a correction. 4th Lost Galaxy if you're including Magna Defender. 100%. Hell yeah, let's go. So, I mean, it's cool that they're completing these teams. You know, how long has it been since this series came out? 4 years? Maybe? It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild that it take real quick. Cap was saying Lightning Collection heads fit pretty tight on Legends.
Nice.
So
say
pretty
tight,
wait.
Is he saying pretty tight, like sling pretty tight, or like it's actually a really snug fit?
I would imagine it's a snug fit.
You know what? We'll make it work.
But yeah, I mean, would I have preferred if they just released teams all at once? Yes. But I mean, I don't know. I think at this point,
I mean, that's the game, though. I mean,
that is the game. Yes,
like it's, you know, it is what it is.
I mean, then you have to start asking yourself, like, well, then what is this line? If they're just gonna keep releasing like a full box,
true.
Team.
That's the cat and mouse of it all. That's what it is. This is what we signed up for.
Yeah, they're biding their time until the next movie gets made.
Oh, 100%. And you know, speaking of the game, it wouldn't be Lightning Collection if they didn't resell us another fucking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers figure. This time, yet another Mighty Morphin Black. This one is a strange release. They got us once with Zach, and then they got us a second time with Zach with the power armor, or the power shield. And then they got us a third time with Adam. And then here's another one with Adam. So this comes with an Adam head sculpt also. But the freakiest thing about this release is it comes with the Adam head sculpt, but it also comes with this weapon, which is like a water weapon. But like it was used in an episode with Zach. It's really strange. And I think they even go over it in the live stream, and there's no like hiding behind that. They're talking about on the live stream. They're like, he comes with this weapon, but I think Zach used it. And you can kind of see this man calculating like 30 minutes of calculations within like 1 second. You can see his eyes moving like left and right, and he's like, but you know, we're just trying to give you guys all the wacky weapons. So you know, good on them, I guess.
How many of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers have they redone with the pinless set?
I don't know. I think just 2 at this point, and they're not released yet, and that's just the redeco of Red and Yellow from the comic book, where Red is a female and then Yellow is a male, and then those are the new bodies with pinless joints. Correct me if I'm wrong, people in chat, but
Gotcha.
But you know, that'll be like the final frontier. It's just them just reselling us basically Mighty Morphin Power Rangers over and over and over again.
You know what? You'd think it would be, but not for Zach, because after they do the pinless, then they can do a pinless, but anatomically correct Zach. One with a missing finger.
Oh, that's good.
Little known fact, Zach is missing a finger. So you know what? We got to get one of these with the proper missing finger.
True.
I'll never forget, I met him at Comic-Con. He shook my hand, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Oh yeah, he does missing a finger."
I hope you shook his hand and immediately screamed, "Oh fuck!"
I was walking the con with Emiya or Brian or something like that, and I don't know. I just get overly excited sometimes. I go, "Oh my god, Zach!" and I stuck on my hand. Shook my hand, and then I just thought in my head like, "Oh yeah, missing finger."
No. How the missing finger?
I don't know if we know. Maybe Cap Lives knows.
Maybe Cap Lives knows.
That's his
Geeky
close
Fresh
personal
would
friend.
know. I mean, Cat Blues doesn't really fuck with MMPR. Not the first
You
season.
know what? I take back everything I ever said about Cat Blues. Yeah, I don't know the reason. I'm sure there's got to be. I'm sure somebody's got to know. Somebody out there in the Twitter sphere.
Maybe Zach.
Somebody out there in the WWE universe. Gotta know reason why.
But yeah, they revealed these two, and then they revealed the second Zord for their Zord Ascension project, which is obviously was always going to be the Dragon Zord. You're gonna be able to put them on the freaking Megazord and make it look like that thing's life support. Do they have that? Look at this big honking
There it
piece
is.
of shit. Jeez.
How about forearms?
Unreal. But you know, if you got nostalgia for this stuff, hey, more power to you. Do what you need to do. Nostalgia has influenced a lot of my purchases.
What an arbitrary fucking number this is. Look at that price.
$131.99. This shit sounds like it needs 4 easy payments right before.
Yeah. What the fuck is going on at with the Power Rangers team, huh? You know what? No. $129.99, that's too little. Bump it up to $131.99. Like what the fuck's going on over there, huh? What's
Who
up?
knows? Who knows?
In the water. Taking a little too many lessons from the Star Wars team.
Somebody was asking how tall is the Zord. I can't remember how tall it is, but it is 1/144th scale.
Oh, you know what? I was talking to Danny today. I guess we'll get around to that. He was telling me about the import. Is it the Soul of Chigogan version?
Yeah, there's a Soul of Chigogan version of this, yeah.
No, I'm sorry. Not of this. I'm sorry. It was of
talking Voltron.
Voltron, yeah, my bad. All right, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's it. Pretty underwhelming. But that's just basically how it's been for Lightning Collection for a while. I can't remember the last really electric type of reveal. No.
You know what? I think the last time that something was revealed for this line where I was like, whoa, it was a Pig Guy.
Pig Guy, yeah.
I think that was the last time I truly felt like, oh shit, Pig Man.
I think they're the villain line for this. Somebody mentioned earlier in the comments that we need more villains. I would love more villains, but fiscally, if I was if I was in charge of anything at Hasbro financially, it's not looking pretty good. It's not looking good for villains. Those things are constantly on clearance, and a lot of people don't really get them. It's really strange. But the villains are always made really, really well. This Pudgy Pig is incredible. They're the articulation technology on the mouth is really crazy. The Piranha guy I don't have yet, but I hear good things. The Pumpkin King or Pumpkin Rapper is a really good figure. Eye Guy, aside from his extreme lack of deco, is also a good figure. So I don't know, man.
And then Finster.
Yeah, Finster is incredible. The sculpt on him alone is insane, and what they were able to do with just a few deco passes, in terms of just really highlighting just all the really great sculpting detail, is really miraculous for sure.
Mamma mia.
But yeah, man. Hopefully get more villains. I think the next time that this line will really start, will really get its next jump start, or it'll really get some high praise, is when they inevitably do the movie figures. If they do the movie figures and a freaking Ivanus, it's gonna be fucking over, my guy.
Yeah, you can tell that that's the next big thing for them, even if it's not come yet for whatever reason.
Oh, for sure.
That's next.
I always say that figure companies and video game companies have a couple of golden egg ideas where it's behind metaphorically behind a glass where it says do not break in case of emergencies. With Nintendo, it's a Pokemon MMO or some shit like that. And with Lightning Collection, it's movie figures with Ivan.
Yeah, it's funny because Nintendo has that every time. Like, oh, Nintendo's not doing too well. Announce a Pokemon game. Anything that has to do with Pokemon, and then stock rises. It's the same thing here. I'm sure, like a lot of people ask, like, why haven't we gotten anything from the movie yet? Where's the skydiving fucking scene?
Where's the skydiving Rangers? Where's the rollerblade Rangers?
Where's the rollerblade Ranger? It's like, man, these guys, they know once they do that, then what do they have?
we did talk about like the what's the regular dudes' names, like the bully dudes from Mighty Morphin Power
Bulk and
Rangers.
Skull, baby.
Yeah, that sell like gangbusters, dude.
Yeah,
I think if that was a Pulse exclusive, that would just sell like gangbusters. I think like having them in the retail space is kind of a roll of the dice. I mean, I don't even know because everybody would buy them, but like
you're right. It would make perfect sense for a Pulse exclusive. On top of that, it would like everybody's gonna buy that shit because it's gonna be like basically civilians too. So,
yeah. And then we can all hope HasLab Juice Bar.
That's it.
How about that?
Ernie's Juice Bar, baby.
Number one hangout place in the 90s, the Juice Bar.
Incredible. Yeah, so that wraps it up for Hasbro. Let's see.
Okay.
Talked a bunch of stuff. Let's talk SHF real quick. So last week we talked also real quick, I do see everybody's super chats. I just want to go ahead and let's actually go through them real quick.
Let's do it.
I was waiting. We got a bunch at the top of the show, but that was before like, Boog and Rick were here, so I just wanted to wait till everybody was here to go ahead and go through them real quick. Like so.
Excellent.
Let's see. So, the top of the show, we were talking about the Predator movie that just dropped.
Oh, who saw it?
Fabio said he saw it, and he said it was really, really great.
Really? Yeah, I've been hearing people saying that they enjoyed it.
What did they?
I was looking for it on Plex. Wasn't there yet.
What did they enjoy?
All right, okay. So Fat Man hit us with 5 at the beginning of the show, saying that the sequence with the bear and prey was WWE levels of greatness, and the final fight was sick. He's also saying since watching Sandman would love to see a Mezco version of Morpheus. So I've not seen Sandman. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's probably the most visually nice thing Netflix has ever done. I mean, it's an incredible story already. Great characters.
What is this?
Sandman from Vertigo, Neil Gaiman. The show.
What?
Sandman, the Neil Gaiman comic was turned into a TV show on Netflix.
Oh, okay. All right.
Very good. Highly recommend.
I've heard good things for sure.
Yeah, it's a great casting. Visually, like just next level shit. It's really good.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Top of the show.
A live action.
Live action, absolutely, sir.
Okay.
John Papa Sergio just chimed in with $5. Thanks, man. Prey was pretty solid. Signed to the guy that hates everything. Holy fuck! We fucking did it!
Wow.
Prey did it,
baby. Are you gonna put it on? You gonna put it on Plex or what?
If he's seen it, it's already on Plex, my friend.
Oh baby.
What's the name of this one?
It's called Prey.
Prey. Okay.
Yeah. You got to put it in the Comanche language, though, man. Don't be.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That's how I really want to watch it. I want to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not watching this shit in English. What the fuck kind of leave am I? There's no way.
It's up forever, my friend. Let's go.
Yeah.
Jamichael Jordan, at the top of the show while we were still talking about Prey. Fabio said that it might be the second best Predator movie he's ever seen. But Michael Johnson says, we all know Predator 2 starring the late great Paul Mooney is the second best. So Prey can have number 3.
Great callback.
Fat Man hit us with 5 earlier. He was asking, Poncho, did you nab the pre-order of Figure Arts 2 Kaiser? I missed it. Of course, it went up everywhere when I was asleep. Looks great though. Same thing. I was kind of on the fence about it, but I was asleep, so I just let it go. It's okay. I haven't been keeping up a lot with Modern Kamen Rider SHF releases, so like if I do manage to miss one, it's really not that big of a deal for me, just because I don't have the rest. I can deal with the FOMO of that. But if it comes to like Dragon Ball stuff, I'm so like into 100% of that line, to where like I can't. If I miss one, then my life is over, basically. So I can afford to miss other lines. Let's see. Blake come in at the top of the show. Before we even talked about it, hit us with $20, saying this is for the A.C.B.A crew backing up Dan and Ryan. I was happy to see the support for the good people. Hell yeah, dude! Thank you so much, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, Blake! You already know it.
Let's see. Tachyon Transmitter Host of 5. He said, "Hey guys, just want to give a shout out on Prey Premiere Day to NECA's Predator line. A lot of reuses, but they've done over 120 Predators at high quality." Yo, could you imagine if Fabio was still a NECA stand? We'd have to hear about 120 of those Predators.
Yeah, we would have heard him sing the praises 120 times. Also, that guy's name's always put a smile on my face. Tachyon Transmitter.
I love it.
Yeah. What a guy.
Yeah, if you're a longtime viewer of the podcast, I feel like you could dig into your brain and remember when Fabio was as in love with NECA as he is right now with Mezco.
1,000%.
And sadly, the pandemic took away from us seeing the eventual evolution.
It did.
We never got to see it. I mean, we knew that it was happening. We never got to see it happen. You know, it wasn't something that transformed in front of our eyes.
Yeah, we came back and he was already molded.
Yeah, we came back and this guy had so much soft goods, he was drowning in it.
Unbelievable. Blake come in, hit us back again. While we were talking about that stuff with $10, he said free speech doesn't mean free of consequences. Don't let your mouth that you don't. I guess he misspoke. Said don't let. I'm sorry, this is so hard to read.
Is he trying to say don't let your mouth write a check?
Yeah, that your butt can't cash. Basically, yes.
Exactly.
Looks like that lesson was taught at STCC. Also, folks defending that behavior is looking real suspect.
Yeah, man, I'm not fucking with any defending of this cat. It's so ridiculous.
Oh yeah, sorry I butchered your comment, Blake. My bad. There, I'll replay it just so everybody can see.
That's crispy.
Going Geek hit us. He said, respect for you guys for talking about the heavy stuff. Oh, of course. 100%. Let's see. Somebody asked a question about flight stands. He said, hey, sorry if this has been asked and answered. Is there any info on when the A.C.B.A flight stands will be shipping? Thank you.
Yeah, I'm still they're still in production, basically. Just for a bit of transparency, the person that we work with to produce them had a lot going on. I don't want to
the spot.
Get into it. Yeah. You know, it's just been a little tumultuous.
Sure. Production woes, basically.
Them personally. So, you know, that's kind of been the hold up. So, but you know, it's a pre-order. It's always a pre-order. It's always at least a month or two. It's been a little while. It's been over 2 months though. So, I mean, it's not anything to worry about. So it'll be as soon as humanly possible. I promise. But you didn't miss anything. Nothing shipped. You'll know when things start to ship. I'll definitely put up a couple of announcements everywhere, and also when a shipping label is created for you, you'll get a note too. So you didn't miss anything. Everything's still coming your way for sure.
Hell yeah! All right. Yeah. So let's get back on track to the topics. Excuse me. Let's talk SHF. Really only one thing to talk about for SHF, and we touched on it a little bit last week. We got one photo of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, but they did the whole thing, the whole damn thing.
Not only did they do the whole damn thing, before they put up that listing, they showed the 3 fingers point.
They sure did. So let's see. Let me go ahead and live real quick, and then let me pull it up real quick. Like, was it on Instamashi, Rick? Is that where they showed all that stuff off? I would imagine.
They showed it there, yeah.
Instamashi.
All right, okay. I'm about to pull that guy up. All right, so like I said, last week, SHF showed off Tobey Maguire just in one little teeny tiny photo, but now we got the whole thing in the mix right here. Pre-orders also went up, and it's kind of spotty, the pre-order structure for this guy. So in Japan, it's going to be sold through their P Bandai website, which just means that it's a web exclusive. So since P Bandai has come to America, the language has gotten a little like wishy-washy or whatever. So whenever these like exclusive figures come out, they're just web exclusives. They're Tamashii web exclusives. So if you look on like your Dragon Ball figures or your MCU figures or whatever, you'll see like a little golden thing that looks like it's like a flame font or whatever, and it says Tamashii web store exclusive or something along those lines. That basically just means that once they print it and once it's over, they won't reprint it. It's an exclusive for their web shop. And these items are sold through P Bandai. So before P Bandai came to America, there's always been a P Bandai in Japan. So that's what they mean by when they said web shop exclusive for P Bandai. But now that P Bandai is available in America, it kind of muddies that terminology a little bit. Whenever people talk about like an exclusive, like a regular release versus a P Bandai release, and I'm air quoting P Bandai here, P Bandai is basically just the new Tamashii web exclusive. So nobody really says Tamashii web exclusive except losers like me. So that's why you might hear me say Tamashii. So I explain all this because this Tobey Maguire release in Japan is a P Bandai release, right? So that means it's only being sold through P Bandai in Japan. But you'll notice as of this week that stores like BBTS had it up. I think Entertainment Earth has it up. But that's a little confusing because we have P Bandai here in America now. But so the way this Tobey is releasing is in Japan, it's a P Bandai release. But here it's seemingly a regular release, again in air quotes, because it's being sold in many other retailers and not just P Bandai. Now that doesn't mean that it's not a web exclusive. It's still very much a web exclusive, which means once this figure sells out, they will not reprint it and they will not reissue it at all. At least not in this sense. They might do like an event exclusive or something like that, or he might come out with different deco or whatever. But this version of Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from Homecoming or from Noah, or what the fuck is this thing called? No Way Home?
No Way Home.
But this version will not be available again. So if you want to pre-order him, if you had any inkling or you have any kind of FOMO or whatever, definitely pre-order him. Because he's available everywhere. It's a really nice kind of happy circumstance for us over here in the States. The exact same thing happened with Purunga for Dragon Ball SHF. Like you can get him on BBTS and all that crazy shit over here. He's not available on P Bandai, but he is still a Tamashii web exclusive over in Japan. So he went up, I want to say August 2nd, he went up, I think. And a lot of people like had their eyeballs glued to, excuse me, to like Ami Ami and, HLJ and all those stuff. But those websites, just deal with like regular releases and whatnot. So they never got it. But places like Hobby Genki and games and stuff like that, they got it. It's a little bit of a markup with those guys because they're basically doing the exact same thing that BBTS does. They're just a seller, a third-party seller. They get the product, they upcharge a little bit, just for their own, just for their, reselling purposes, and then they ship it out to people. If you got it from a Japanese website, it was like $90. And then in a really great turn of events, it's $90 here too on BBTS. I want to say, I think it's like 89 or something around around that sense. So this is one of those really rare cases where the price is like not that different at all, depending where you get them. When it comes to like Dragon Ball SHFs, like the markup on those is nuts. But for this, it's pretty much the same thing. And then
right.
excuse me. Matchy Toy is saying $94.99 on BBTS. Well, that was basically it. All right, I'm like losing my voice. Talking so damn much. The biggest thing about this that we were talking about earlier throughout the week when this was first announced was, the argument is always going to be there between toy distributors and toy companies. Like, everybody's going to eventually do this, right? Right now, it's just SHF, Hot Toys, and Marvel Legends that have their hat in the ring right now. And it's been kind of like, which company do you fuck with the most? Just go ahead and get that one. But I think SHF really elevated it with including the pointing fingers with this one. I think you brought it up, Rick.
Yeah, baby.
You said that they had the whole King Caboodle. I mean, they showed these, but they only put Toby up for pre-order so far, right? Or
True. Yeah, I was just referring to Toby. They showed off everything for Toby.
Got you. Okay.
So they showed off everything for Toby. Andrew Garfield is next month. So they did mention that as well. So Andrew Garfield goes up next month, and who knows when this updated Tom Holland goes up. It's safe to assume the month after that.
Yeah, and I mean, to be perfectly honest with you, I don't want this one. I want final fucking scene. Tom Holland, even though he has nothing to do with these two, I don't care. I want that one.
But yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I think the figure is gonna turn out great. Hopefully, the head sculpt looks as good as it is here. But I like it. I dig it. I stay at SHF, so there's my disclaimer.
Yeah, I'm loving this. It's just too good. How could I not? How could you who's listening to this? How could you not? Oh, this is too good. I mean, unless it's just something you don't collect, then don't fucking listen to me.
I really wish that that other companies did the pointing hand. Like, I feel like that, it's a meme.
I don't understand how you could miss that opportunity.
Yeah,
it's wild.
I was about to say, like, it's a meme, but it's so it's a part of the film. Like it's just so synonymous with the whole idea of this film. It's crazy. How could you not? Right?
And it leads to so much exposure for your stuff when, like, even people that don't give a fuck about A.C.B.A, that don't know what A.C.B.A is, but just loves this movie and wants figures from it and gets these figures, they're gonna take a picture like this. Like, why do you not want people to obsessively take pictures of your shit and post it? Like, why are you working against that? I don't understand. Like,
well, so even Hot Toys is doing it. I'm looking at a photo right now. You're crazy.
Hot Toys fucking doing it too, baby. They're all in.
I mean, like, the silver lining is, it's inevitable. With Marvel Legends, we're going to get those figures again. Hopefully, with a second release, then we'll get some fingers or whatever. Get some pointing fingers.
Yeah, I don't. With Marvel Legends, especially, I don't know how they could have dropped the ball there, especially considering that they weren't going to give you the unmasked head sculpts. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Especially, I think, like, it's an easy way to appease fans that doesn't involve the head sculpt. Like, if that pack show any of the 3 head sculpts of the actors, but they had those hands, I'd be like, okay.
There it is. Yeah.
We got that at least. I'd be like, okay. You gave us something, and it doesn't involve likeness, so okay, cool. It didn't. It's very, very strange.
I will say that, like, reading between the lines in Fabio's interview, it really seems that there's probably like a lot of red tape behind this release in terms of like what they could include with it or whatnot. It's clear that there's some sort of larger plan in place and they're just doing the most financially profitable route for this, as terrible as it sounds. But it's a business. It is what it is. It sucks for consumers, but what are you gonna do?
At least all of us that collect this line, I mean, I think we all thought the same thing when they showed what the pack was coming with, and obviously we saw what it wasn't coming with. We all just kind of together were like, yeah, they'll do it eventually. Yeah, like they're gonna get you. I mean, they released these Rangers like 4 or 5 times. Like, I don't think they're gonna try to make you buy a Toby Spider-Man like 3, 4 times. Like,
yeah,
it'll happen
for sure. John Papa Sergio was just hit us with 5. He said, "Did we talk about how they put the wrong Spider insignia on Spidey's chest for Amazing Friends Legend set? It's not classic."
Oh my god!
I feel like I've heard that around the community, but I don't think we talked about it.
No.
Yeah, I don't think we did.
You said for the Amazing Spider-Man and Friends set?
Yes.
Pack?
Well, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up and pull up a screenshot from the cartoon.
Was it? It would be on Hasbro Pulse, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There it is. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, there's got to be it.
I think it already went up on their site, didn't it? So.
Oh, did it? Okay.
I think so.
Let's bear with us once again. It's a pretty short week. We're just shooting.
Yeah.
Let's see, Marvel Legends right here. So this is the figure, and it's Spider-Man Amazing Friends, right?
Yes.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
That's crispy.
Snowcat hit us with 5. He said, "Not forced to buy Tom Holland." Spidey, that's a win for me. Let's go.
What book is this that they're using for Spider-Man? Is that the newest one that Shortimus had reviewed?
I don't know. It's strange because it doesn't have the toe hinge or anything like the one you had. It's kind of freaky.
Go to the picture where they're all standing next to each other. Oh no, I'm sure there's a solo one if you scroll down. Actually, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
What is this book?
Yeah, I think it's the figure that Shortimus reviewed, which was the classic one, like the first appearance Amazing Fantasy Spider-Man one that he reviewed. Because that one didn't have the toe joints, but it did have decent articulation. And even the finish here is like that sort of like smooth, like I don't know, and that's how that figure was. I think. I don't know.
Yeah, so the insignia is very different. This one just has the legs going up and then down very clearly. Right here. Up and then down. Up and down. Up and down. This one is just more of like a classic. More used to.
Damn. Ain't that a bitch?
It's kind of rough. I wonder how stuff like that happens.
It's a wild oversight, I guess. I mean, that's wild, especially considering that, they made it a point to say that this was the animated show version of these characters, even going as far as to make sure Miss Lion is like her animated show appearance.
I wonder if it's a case of like it has to cost money to create a new deco for a deco pass. Like this might just be a case where they just decided to axe that cost and just nobody will notice.
You know what? Do it again.
Incredible.
Interesting.
Oh, that is what it is. So that wrapped it up for SHF and Hasbro.
Wait.
What?
There's something we should throw in here.
Uh-oh.
I hate to, it seems like we always find something to make this show a little bit longer. But right now is Good Smile Fest, and there is many a Figma reveal.
Oh, let's go.
I'll send you the pictures right now in the chat, baby.
Let's go. I did want to talk about, we talked about SpongeBob last week. Shovel Knight got revealed today, right? For an Android?
Yes, it did. There's a couple of Android ones that were a
Oh
big
my
deal
god,
too.
my beating heart.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, man. As soon as I seen it, I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna post it and
Oh my god. All right. About the fucking presses, dude. You kidding me? Yo, this is crazy.
Cooking with fucking grease now, baby boy.
Who's this by?
This is Figma, no?
That's Figma right there, baby. Max Factory.
If you were to travel back in time and tell me this was a Figma, I'd call you a liar.
Shit looks crazy.
This is unreal. This looks like some Sentinel shit, dude.
I know, yeah, it totally does, yeah. Oh my god, look at how good that looks, my god.
I can't believe it comes with the robot. Like, that's unreal. It's got to be a deluxe, right? It's got it.
Well, I'm assuming what they usually like to do is just sell Samus alone and then give you the option of buying them together. I'm assuming that that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, they've been doing that a lot lately, especially with like their art stuff, like the Mummy, the King Sphinx. You can get the King Sphinx alone, or you can get him with the sarcophagus.
Sarcophagus, baby.
Hell yeah, dude! Of course, this is from the new game Metroid Dread. I think the Metroid Dread armor looks so sick. I cannot believe.
That's crazy.
Fat Man hit us with 5, basically agreeing with us. Is that Figma new Metroid? My god, I have to get that Samus. Let me pick up my jaw off the floor. I'm legit speechless. She looks glorious. It looks unreal. And to echo Meek in chat, Figma has always killed it with Samus, 100%. Like, Samus is one of those figures from Figma is where you don't even realize it's a Figma. Basically.
Yeah, it's like Bandai with Piccolo.
Yeah, they always go a little extra hard.
I don't know what the fuck's going on, but these companies just pick one character and then like this character, we're never gonna fail. It's like, all right.
Cool, man. This is great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. This looks so good. I'm very excited for this.
Can't wait for this shit. This is too good.
Crazy. It's looking a little crazy. All right. This guy. Who's he? SHF already did him, right? Or no?
Yeah, SHF already did him. This is the Figma version. Oh, this is the best, man. This is the boy. He's the protagonist of the film.
I heard the SHF release was a little underwhelming.
He hasn't come out yet.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't come out yet.
Where's Fabio with his anime facts?
Actually, yeah, just random anime facts just out of nowhere, even though he hates cartoons. Yuta hasn't come out yet, but I think he does come out soon. I think he's supposed to come out in August or something in Japan or something like that. I think it is pretty soon. So we'll see.
Hell yeah! Oh, this is from Jujutsu Kaisen, and what's his name?
This is Yuta Okotsu from. He's the main character of the
movie that just came out.
Jujutsu Kaisen 0. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you know what? I think a lot of people's complaints with that SHF that we've seen so far was just that the head sculpt, wasn't too good. But like, I also don't think that the movie translated how he looks in the manga particularly well either. For some reason, like, really took liberties with how he looks. Like in the manga, he looks like emaciated and like down all the time. And in the movie, like, look at this. He like that's a movie still right there. Like, he looks like a normal fucking kid.
Well, you gotta make characters hot, Rick. I mean, that's just anime 101.
Yeah, I'm assuming that's definitely what they did, and I mean it worked because fucking women are obsessed with this guy, so it worked, baby. The anime gods did it again. They also announced somebody they're beating SHF to the punch with. Fucking Toge, there he is. That's the boy right there.
Hell yeah.
that is interesting because SHF has not anywhere near that. And I it's funny, I said when they were both doing it at the same time, like they should really both aim to not do anything like the other's doing. Like,
True.
it should be really different. Shouldn't be as similar.
I'm getting some best Janus vibes from this guy.
Yeah, man, that's best Janus right there. Yeah, he covers his mouth because this thing is speaking. So
word. Let's go. All right. Oh shit! Fucking
new Guyver,
brother.
New fucking Guyver,
Holy
baby.
Fuck.
Look at that. Sun's out, toes out. Look at that. He's fucking dude.
You know what? I had passed on the last one, begrudgingly so. So I think I might have to grab a chance.
Did the exact same thing, and like sometimes I'll like going on me. I'm gonna be like, is there the old one? Is that on pre-owned yet? And I'm glad it has not been because this is good. This
looks leaps and bounds better.
It's not a re-release, obviously, because they're showing a resin model here.
Yeah.
So this is updated, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. My very own Mark Hamill Guyver?
baby. Marky Hamill. Next time he's at a con, get him to sign the box.
Oh my god. I wonder, like there's always like actors that you can really tell whenever you bring up some obscure shit that they really love. You can always kind of see it in their face where they're like, "Oh, thank God." And like they kind of want to talk to you about it, or when you bring shit up with them. I wonder what his feelings are on Guyver.
I know. I'd love to ask. Everybody comes up to him like, "So, what'd you feel about the last movie?"
Yeah.
So, is Luke Skywalker ever gonna come back and another thing? And there fucking comes Poncho and the gang. Ivor.
A similar thing happened when I met Donald Glover. I met him when he was doing the Childish Gambino show, and everybody was talking about like Community or Childish Gambino, and mostly just like Community. And then I brought up like he used to have a YouTube series with 2 other guys, and it was called Derek Comedy. And I brought that up, and like immediately his face like lit up, and he was like, "Oh shit, yeah." Blah, blah, blah. It was really cool. So it's really cool to like to think that people just are constantly being asked about the same shit over and over and over. That's my life mission now, to meet Mark Hamill and ask him about Guyver. Tell me some Guyver stories.
Yeah, what's up with tell me the truth behind Guyver.
Yeah. That movie was like pretty crazy. I watched it again, like I want to say like a couple of years ago with Becca, and like I was shocked at how nuts that movie was for the time it came out.
Ever heard of the A.C.B.A. podcast? You could come on and we'll just talk only Guyver.
Yeah, the Guyver podcast.
We'll bring up anything else but Guyver.
That's it. Number one American remake of Guyver podcast.
Incredible.
Fat Man hit us with 5 again. He said, "As a Guyver fanatic, I have to get this. OMFG, I have Guyver 3. OMFG, is it my birthday? Am I dead? Is this heaven? Thank you, Figma." Hell yeah. One Fest is a great time.
Am I dead?
Matchy Toy said, "I would love to see Amazing Yamaguchi do a Guyver. A match made in heaven."
Oh man, yeah, that would be the ultimate right there. Just the perfect articulation.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine?
All right, what else we got?
There's a lot more.
Hold on. Facebook's exposed. All right, what's this goat? Oh fuck! It's not a goat at all. It's the Orzer Melton ring.
Yeah, baby, boom. There it is.
The original import horse boys are back at it again.
Said, "You like horses now?" Bet.
Hell yeah, dude! I'm glad they're leaning in on Elden Ring, dude.
They should, and they're smart to do it now, man. Don't wait like 2 years from now when nobody gives a shit.
True.
Do it now, baby.
Oh shit! Let's go.
Dark Souls.
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fantastic.
I love it.
Love it. I love this TV.
I love this TV. Oh, let's go.
Stanny boy. There he is. I only put the most relevant of Nendoroids.
Oh, let's go.
In the picture.
Understandable.
Yeah, there's like 100 Nendoroid reveals right now. Man, I'm not about to fucking list even anime series I don't watch Nendoroid. So.
True.
A.C.B.A. relevant androids were posted in the
There's
chat
just
as well.
something about Nendroids where like I kind of don't mind getting in the,
Yeah,
like
they just put a smile on my face.
yeah, a good smile, if you will.
A good smile. Yeah.
Nani?
Good guy.
This would be pretty cool.
I think the next one is going to surprise you.
Oh no. Oh, brother in heaven. Are you
Do you see what this is?
What the hell is that?
Yo, it's Klonoa, my friend. A PS1 classic. Let's go.
Of all the fucking characters to get a figure, Klonoa.
Yeah, well, Klonoa, they just they had a reboot game come out where it's a remake of Klonoa 1. So I mean, this lines up. Damn, dude.
Baby.
This is unreal. This is crazy. And like the proportions, this is just your Klonoa, dude. This isn't even your Nendroid Klonoa. It's a Kirby situation. This is just your Klonoa. Period. The proportions are good.
Yeah, it lines up really well. Like you don't even need like somebody else to do a version of him like this tracks, yeah.
This is really good. Christopher Miller says I was working at GameStop when that came out. What the fuck? When Klonoa 1 came out for PS1? You sure you were working at Software Etc. or an electronics boutique? I don't know if
GameStop at that time.
Yeah,
right.
Were you working at a Babbage's or a Yesterdays or some shit like that? Or what's going on?
Are you sure it wasn't Funkoland? What are
Yeah,
we talking
Funkoland, Game Crazy or whatever the fuck. KB Toys.
You had it right. Electronic Boutique was probably the shit.
Oh, Christopher Miller said, "I mean Funkoland. Let's go, baby."
I knew it.
Okay, yeah.
I was about to say this man is either talking about Funkoland or fucking Tower Records because I don't know what. He's talking about Sam Goody.
Sam Goody. He said I was working at Funkoland and we got bought out by GameStop. I have a similar situation. I worked at Software Etc. and we got bought out by GameStop. It was great. We got bought out by GameStop and the next day our entire PC game section was obliterated. So we don't have room for this shit.
EC, is this a fucking joke? You know what company this is now?
Oh man, Bunker Mike shouting out Suncoast. That was literally my mall trip. Yeah. It was hit up Software Etc. and go to Suncoast for a $20 fucking VHS that had 3 episodes of an anime on it.
That's what I'm talking about. And then you never saw any other episodes but those.
Yeah, that's
the best.
Unreal.
Oh man, it's episode 100 through 103 of Ranma 1/2. Oh fuck, that's great.
Gotta get this. Gotta put my boys onto this one. Christopher Miller says he still has his Funkoland name badge. Holy fuck, dude, that's crazy.
Oh man, you gotta walk into fucking GameStop like you own the place.
Yeah, you gotta do it.
Fucking walk in there and strut your shit. Like, you know who you're talking to?
Let's go. Punker Mike saying finding an If Labs Dragon Ball and Yu Yu Hakusho figure at Suncoast. Let's go. Fucking If Labs, bro. Yo.
Jesus Christ.
I just remember getting, again, a VHS from Suncoast of like, I don't know. This was like when Trunks first came to Earth or whatever. And then at the beginning of that VHS, there was that coming soon from If Labs. And they do like a spinning silhouette of this fucking roided out Piccolo and shit.
Dude, if there's one thing If Labs did, it was make ridiculous boxes.
Oh shit! You know what? I gotta pull some If Labs figures.
I remember vividly buying the fucking Yamcha If Labs that comes with like a big ass poir. Not even in scale poir.
Yeah, If Labs is the only people that did like the spacesuit stuff.
Yeah,
come on,
spacesuit Krillin and Goku. $200. What the hell?
That was crazy. Here's that crazy Piccolo. Yo, next to the ceramic mug.
Gotta do it on the fucking counter, baby.
One sweet mama. Yo.
Well, what's with this paint? They got the paint detail though, huh?
Crazy. Yeah, I remember if like back in the day, if you had this shit on your shelf, you knew like your parents would come over and they're like, not your friends would come over and they're all like, man, your parents is.
I had the fucking If Labs Yu Yu Hakusho figures. Oh my god, game over. Everybody in my high school, or I mean, not high school. Everybody in my school was like, "Oh fuck, dude, this guy's got the Yu Yu Hakushos." Wabara.
Here's the If Labs commercial. Yeah, look at this. Here it is.
Oh my
Coming soon from If Labs.
Look at this guy,
Mike Weeby.
Mike Weeb. Where's this guy?
Andy. What's up, Andy?
Andy from Lone Star. Hey, Stato. Look at him just caressing Dog Boy. I forget.
Yeah, I mean, like on God, like some of like the details in these, like look at it looks like a good figure right here. These things are undefeated, dude.
Oh yeah, they're definitely holding Paint Masters.
Oh, there's no question.
Yeah, these guys are holding like the fucking nicest samples they have.
Yikes!
Damn, that Goku is about to explode.
Hell yeah! Somebody 3D scan this with a dentist grade 3D scanner and scale it down for SHF and sell that shit.
If Labs.
Yeah.
Bro, he doesn't know where he's looking.
I forgot to mention when we were talking SHF that I finally opened the SHF Deadpool. He's pretty fucking nice.
Oh yeah, I still gotta get him.
Trigger?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Look at these guys. Look at the skulls.
Here we go.
Look at that hair.
Coming to an SDC near you. Wave 7 Crockett asked, why the fuck does this video look like it was made in the 90s? Because that's exactly when it was made. Well, 2002.
Or 2002. It's a VHS capture, it says.
The Yu Yu Hakusho figures are actually really good. They're leaps and bounds better than the Dragon Ball ones. This Lord Slug looks pretty good.
Yeah, that Lord Slug looks good. Yeah, those Yu Yu Hakusho figures, they still, like, obviously their articulation does not stand the test of time, but their sculpt does. It's pretty crazy.
Hell yeah,
I had that Yusuke.
Lord Slug in the mix. And like even the Roshi stands up. This Emperor Pilaf looks like he's seen better days.
This is the Emperor Pilaf you find in a Mexican market.
Yeah, for real. With a neon color paint scheme.
Yeah, with the neon paints.
See, this isn't all bad. I mean, it's still crazy looking, but it's not bad.
Yeah, the lighting isn't doing it justice, but If Labs.
Where figures come to life. Incredible.
Not quite.
Yeah, not quite. Not quite.
Not quite.
All right. What a great trip down memory lane. All right. And then there's only one pick. There's one left. Oh, King DDD in the mix.
There he is. Baby boy. There he is.
Let's go. This just makes you want a bigger King DDD.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. Maybe
yeah, it truly does.
Bigger one. Who knows?
Never know. And that's the last of it, huh?
Yeah, that's the last like relevant ones. They showed a bunch of stuff like Nendoroid, Yu Yu Hakusho team. Like they showed a bunch of random anime ones too. So fantastic.
Hell yeah, doing it. The last thing I want to bring up is McFarlane, and that'll do it for main stuff. There's a couple of third-party things I want to touch on real quick. But the only thing for McFarlane that I want to touch on, there's that 5 points Chucky if you want to take a look at this bug. It's like shit.
Oh yeah, he really wants to take a look at it.
Woo! Look at that crotch joint.
The crotch joint is crazy. I don't want to hear anybody say anything about these SHF Spider-Man when this thing is out in the wild. Come on.
I do like that there's a lot of interchangeable parts here, though. That's fucking pretty amazing for 5 points.
We were talking about that earlier.
You know, that's the credit I give people like Nendoroid, and I guess 5 points is that, like, okay, the articulation's not there, but they give you so many extra parts where you're just like, well, it recreates the scene either way.
Right.
Fantastic.
Yeah. I wanted to bring up McFarlane simply because Mafex just put out their Azrael Batman, and then here comes McFarlane saying,
Here he comes.
"Why not us? Why not me?"
Oh no!
And here it is.
Looks very 1990.
Yeah, like something about the sculpt is like very, very much so. Where like if this came out in the 90s, our minds would be blown by the articulation.
Blown, totally blown.
It'd be like Toddy does it again.
We would literally think this came from the future if this came out like this in 1990.
Oh yeah, and it fits right in. Just something about the way like his musculature is sculpted. It's so thin, but like lean also. Really captures that era of art.
Like, man, no wonder Toy Biz went out of business when we got this.
Yeah, all right. Well, there it is, and there it goes.
All right. So it's a gold label single carded deal. It's not a part of any build a collect and connect or whatever they're fucking calling it.
It's just a regular ass gold label type beat, I guess. You know, could be wrong. I'm not the McFarlane sheriff here, so I don't know. Last thing, let's browse. Good friend of the show, Lago Figs. His Instagram just has fucking everything on it. So
oh hell yeah, we're talking paper.
What is this?
It's a model kit of a paper ball.
Oh no.
Oh yo.
I think the next picture like shows you the tray. It's hilarious. That's the fucking kit.
Oh no.
The tray.
Look at the tray.
No.
Oh my god.
Get out of here. What?
This is the dumbest, best thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
$12.99. Unbelievable.
See it all.
Ebony Leopard, why? Just get an actual piece of paper.
Dude, there's this. I'm almost certain that trash can is like made of paper that comes in the box. There's no way that doesn't come with it.
Bat Force Grump. If they sell one, it's too many.
You want to know what's crazy about this picture is that if you look in the can, I'm almost certain those are actual paper.
Yeah, that's actual paper in the can. There's no question.
They couldn't even afford to put more of the
the model kits.
Oh my god.
Yeah. This is crazy. The novelty of it is trash plastic model. If that isn't so on the nose.
And this shit is pet rock levels.
I know.
This is crazy.
Fake trash being sold. That's insane.
Oh my god.
This is specifically for the people that saw the ramen cup and they're all like, this is stupid. No, my friend. Oh shit. Yeah, how far the rabbit hole goes. This is something we talked about earlier in the week. Some of the Spider-Verse figures have been just showing up. This is because the movie was delayed. We saw the similar thing happen with Eternals, No Way Home, some other shit. I don't know. But toys, they've been manufactured and they're just showing up. This is Cyborg Spider Woman. Let's go. And she looks big as shit. This looks crazy. Her head's so small. Obviously, elephant in the room. Cyborg Spider Man is now Cyborg Spider Woman. Do your damn thing. I really could. It doesn't bother me.
I forgot you showed me.
I'm just interested to see why does she look like this?
Yeah,
this is Luisa from Encanto in a suit, huh? Big lady from Encanto. This is her in a suit, I guess.
This is wild. At first, I thought it was like maybe it's a suit or something, but this is crazy. This is wild. It's a wild, stylized type thing. The spider symbol is kind of cool, where it's like the chains make the legs or whatever. Whatever. I know nothing about this film. We've seen nothing.
It's a cool design touch. Definitely makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I just wonder what it's gonna be like. We'll figure it out. The main reason I came on here, bro. Fucking 5K Toys is doing a Super Saiyan 5 Goku. Are you kidding me?
There's no fucking way. Is this for real? Is this for real?
So I think this is, I don't know if this is actually Super Saiyan 5. But this is some shit. It's not like the classic Super Saiyan 5 picture that we all printed out on a piece of paper in 5th grade. Put it in the front of our binders.
Dude, this is in Japan only. You're gonna see in a few years it's gonna come here.
So it's not this. Well, fuck, maybe it is. I don't know. No, it's not. Well, fuck, maybe it is. So this is the picture everybody traced in middle school. But like the clothes don't check out. Right? It's different. The clothes are different, but the hair sculpt is that's the hair sculpt for sure.
Oh yeah. No question it is. It's like they saw that clothes and they were like, that's too elaborate. we cannot do no shit like this.
You know what's crazy? They have the parts for this. Like this is just a Goku black top right here. Regular ass pants. They could resculpt new tooling for the shoes. And like a band for like his arm or whatever, but it's the same shit. But it looks like they just have him on like the Xeno Goku horn skirt thing that they have.
And what's with his hands?
I don't know.
What's the deal, man? That's 4 hands.
Well, this is probably the model with all 4 hands, the layers showing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense, actually.
Let's see, what's people saying? Damn, that Spanish dude that created that epic Super Saiyan 5 drawing. The drawing looks less complicated than what they actually sculpted.
Everybody's saying Poncho should be suing over the energy effects, but that guy in Mexico, I mean, look at the money he's losing out on right here. Where's his residuals for this?
It's true. There it is. Yeah, this looks cool. It looks like they're gonna do like a Goku Black version, like a Timebreaker Goku Black version, or something along those lines. I like how stylized these head sculpts are. Like this looks really stylized, and I think that's what we really need. What we really need in for faceplates. We just need like stylized faces and faces of people getting like punched or like people in like pain or whatever. That's what we really need for SHF.
More expressions, more like anime heavy looks. We need more of that for sure. 100%. That's what these third parties should be doing, man. Like they should be out here like dunking on Bondi and like making like classic moment faces. Like, oh shit, I just teleported into Chi-Chi's room face. Like, need more of those. Or oh fuck, fucking Chi-Chi's pissed. Or oh fuck, like almost said some crazy shit to Vegeta and he's mad as hell. We need more of those. Come on.
Yeah, we definitely need stuff like that. 100%. I mean, but I get it. Like it's easy. I mean, it's got to be easy for them to just steal STL files or whatever, or just like get the figure and then scan it, and then basically just reverse engineer it and whatnot. But yeah, dude, I never in a million years would think that we would ever get a stupid Super Saiyan 5 figure. Hopefully this comes out. I think it'd be great. Whenever I see it, I'll just get flashbacks to like middle school and somebody going like, "Yo, you can draw, right? Can you draw this?" And then hands you a picture of Super Saiyan 5 Goku.
Shit reminds me. I remember the exact moment that I seen this picture. I was in my cousin's garage playing a silver GameCube. We were playing Double Dash, and he goes, "Dude, have you seen the fucking leak of Super Saiyan 5?" And I was like, "What? Nah." And then he fucking pulls out, just like you said, printed off of a printer, like terrible quality of this fucking picture. And I was like, "What is this?" this? And he's like, dude, you're gonna see it's in Japan first, and then it's us, bro. And I was fucking losing my mind over this shit. I couldn't even concentrate on Double Dash. I blew the rest of the fucking laps. I'll never forget that day. And then after that, we watched Futurama. I'll never forget it. Like a pivotal moment in my life. Where I just believed fucking anything on the internet.
Lago Figs asks, do you remember that picture of the Super Saiyan where his hair takes up the whole image? I think that what people call that Super Saiyan 100.
Yeah, Super Saiyan 100. And then I'll never forget, because not long after this, that picture started going around, and then I was like, okay, this isn't real.
I fucking found it.
This is a Japanese thing. It's the nastiest quality ever, I bet.
Nasty, all right.
Here it is.
Here it is.
Here it is.
Here it is, baby.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Oh my god, look at this.
Wake Me Up with 5K Toys does this.
Yeah, you'll see this picture floating in an AMV. It's Wake Me Up.
Yeah, basically.
You remember like those few couple of years where like 2 or 3 of your friends were like, check out my AMV channel.
That's me. I had an AMV channel.
There you go. Wake me up. Wake me up inside.
Here it is. Super Saiyan Infinity.
Infinity.
This picture's of the beginning and end of the AMV, like Scattered Hearts Productions or some shit.
Yeah. Please like and comment XD.
Please like and comment. Subscribe, please.
Rate,
comment, and subscribe.
Comment and subscribe. Video reply.
Video reply me. Please.
And if we had video replies now, game over.
Game over.
YouTube would be horrific. It would be insane. I don't know what the fuck people would do if we had video replies still.
Crazy.
Oh man.
I guess that does it. There's some other shit. This came up. Flame Toys is doing a comic accurate spider. I can't fucking believe it.
That's a model kit, right?
I think so. Yeah. Looks crazy though. Unreal. Get in the robot, Peter. Incredible. Get in
the robot, Peter. Oh.
Unreal.
Oh my god.
And then earlier in the show, somebody in the comments asked if anybody got their Penny Parker and Spider 2-pack. I did. I got it. And it's nice. Not $100 and whatever dollars nice, but it's nice. It's nice. The last thing I want to talk about was this Hot Toys.
That's on my that's just on my pile of loot actually. I'm still waiting for it. Waiting to ship a few things. You opened it, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I opened it. I messed around with it. I did a stream. I think it's my last stream on my YouTube channel. I messed around. It's not bad. It has a lot of versatility to it.
Even with the static penny?
Yeah, I didn't really fuck with the penny at all. But the spider is fine. I did want to bring up the 1/6 scale Raimi Spider-Man. I'm super into this. I just realized today that they're using the same tired ass pattern for his actual suit. And the biggest problem with that pattern is the sleeves. They're just like free floating. Like newer Hot Toys, it's like all seamed in and just the ball joint is just exposed and you can switch hands. This is like you can pull it up if you want, and like the biggest problem with a lot of the first release Hot Toy Spider-Mans is it just gets loose over time, and it gets so loose to the point where it goes over the hand, it starts getting frayed a little bit, and I'm afraid that the exact same thing is going to happen with this with this one right here. And I'm inclined to believe that, like, I know when they showed off that they were doing Andrew Garfield again, they straight up reused that. Like, there's no difference between that and the new one coming out or the old one that came out. And I'm more inclined to believe now that's basically the same thing happening here, except for the fact that it has like a new neck and a new head. So new head, basically.
So no head.
But I think the body is going to be exactly the same, and I say that because like the way the boots are constructed. In the first release, the boots were very synonymous with like his ankles breaking right here, and you could do absolutely nothing about it. But everything about the suit and like the way that the body is molded looks exactly the same, except for the fact that he has like his head is like a separate type piece. His head is separate from the neck. That was another big problem with the first release. It was all one piece of cloth, and you got this thing where his neck wasn't pronounced at all. So weird. And I think this might be the black suit Spider-Man body, actually. And they just put new fabric over it. So this went from a must buy to if I lose out on it, I think I'll be okay. But
especially with how good the SHFs turned out, it's kind of like
and I have the old one, so I don't really know. I think I'm kind of cool. It's $400 on Sideshow, but that comes with a Sandman base and all
that. And I mean, like, realistically, like also the nice thing about Hot Toys is like there's a very strange subgenre of Hot Toys buyers. I don't know if you guys know this, but they just buy these Hot Toys to part them out.
Yeah, absolutely. Same thing's happening with.
It'll be with SHF, I'm assuming.
Yeah, SHF. They just started doing that with Dragon Ball SHF, and Mezco's been doing it for a while now too.
Yeah, it's like a big thing, and I just have no doubt in my mind that when that figure comes out, you'll just be able to buy that Toby head sculpt for like $100 or less. Like, let's do that, and you don't have to buy the whole fucking figure. Yeah, fuck it. Those SHF just look so good that it makes it easy to not have to buy. So I do wish SHF came with that accessory of the vial.
Yeah, that'd be great
with Toby.
Yeah, that's where Hot Toys excels a lot of the times too.
Yeah, the little things like that they excel with really well. Hopefully somebody what's it called, cast that.
Oh, there's no question that thing's gonna be casted immediately. That and then the head sculpt, they're all gonna be casted immediately.
Oh baby.
So yeah, that does it for the main show. Goodbye. Hey, welcome to the after show.
All right, so you both said that you saw the Predator movie?
No, I have not seen that shit at all.
Oh, only Fabio saw it.
Only Fabio saw it. I watched like a fair amount of Sandman. That was really good.
Okay.
I was saying at the top of the show that I finished season 3 of Barry. Do you guys watch Barry? No.
What's that?
All right. Barry is an HBO show. Poncho? What, Rick?
I said, how's that feel?
How does it feel to be the only one watching Barry?
How these amazing shows were like, hey, Poncho, you watch this?
Yeah, that's true.
This, and then you're the odd man out. And now look! Oh, how the turntables
have turned.
But, I have watched Barry, but just not this season. Although I'm hearing great things, man.
What's Barry about?
Barry's an HBO show starring Bill Hader. You know who Bill Hader is? He was on SNL for a while. He's one of the kids from It that grew up with the glasses and stuff. Really hard to explain what Bill Hader has been in somehow. Anyway,
yeah, it's he always has these like little like memorable roles in what he's done. He was Jason Segel's brother in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Very random. It's so random. It's so weird.
Anyway, the premise of the show is he is an assassin who stops being an assassin because he has a job to do a hit on this guy who's in an acting class. And then when he goes to do the hit, he realizes that he likes acting. So it's about him trying to shed his assassin lifestyle and take up acting.
I did see like a little, trailer or preview or something for that. Okay. It's comedy.
Yeah, it's a dark comedy. It's a dark comedy. It is, and I shit you not, it is remarkably incredible. It is one of one of the greatest and most tightly written shows I've probably ever watched. It's unreal. It's
Okay.
crazy.
Well, it's HBO. HBO is pretty known for well written, well acted.
Oh yeah, and it's wild because like you see like Bill Hader's like resume up till now, and the performances that he's able to do in Barry are like it's shocking how good he is at acting. It's like unbelievable. And
this is just one season of this so far.
No, it's 3. The 3rd season just came out.
Really?
Yeah, it's good, dude.
Oh, okay.
It's really it's good.
Right.
And like there are the comedy in it is really funny. Like there's just really great parts, and like there's different levels of comedy. Like a lot of the comedy comes from the absurdity of just like of the premise of the show is that he is an assassin trying to be an actor, and it's his assassin life, you know, kind of catching up with him while he's trying to do all these like acting bits or whatever. And then the show obviously evolves in the 2nd and 3rd season, but it is so tightly written, dude. And like the character arcs that a lot of these characters go through is unbelievable. Barry himself goes through and it like a really great roller coaster of character arcs where his character becomes, you know, extremely likable, and then it kind of like pulls you back in like, hey, this guy fucking kills people for money. Just don't forget it, right? Like it's really great.
And it's written and directed by Bill Hader too. So not only does he star in it, but he writes and directs it as well.
If you get a chance, check it out. I think you'd like it. Pretty good.
Trifecta, huh? Yeah. Written, directed, and starred.
No, Pancho, there's a lot of really good shows we've recommended you watch.
That's true. That is very true.
Come on! Boys! Invincible! And The Boys! And Mando! Come on!
Well, hey, I watch a lot of Mando, and I only fell asleep at the Sandworm episode, or whatever the fuck it was called. I don't know. Right? Sandworm? Sand guy?
It's a Sandy Cheeks episode.
Alaskan bullworm!
Bullworm!
That last one? I think me and Ash watched The Age of Adeline last night, recommended by my dad of all people.
Whoa.
What's that about?
Oh man, there's nothing.
Tell us.
There's nothing like being recommended something by your father, because if you don't watch it, you're fucked.
My dad recommended me Lord of the Rings when I was in the 6th grade. Oh. You should check out Lord of the Rings. #1 movie in the fucking world. Check it out if you haven't heard about it.
Check it out if you haven't heard of it.
There's nothing like your dad telling you to watch something, and then when you don't watch it, it'll become a dissection of shit that you do watch. You don't watch what I told you to watch. Huh? What do you watch? And then you tell him the show you watch. That show sucks. Like, why aren't you watching the show I told you to watch? And I'll watch it.
Unreal. Are you guys caught up on Better Call Saul?
No.
I'm not sure if I'm caught up. You know what's funny is I was watching that right before we actually came on the podcast, so I'm not sure where I am. I mean, I saw the last episode of the break in the season, and then I guess the next 2 episodes. So how far are we in now?
There's only 2 episodes left, so we're on episode 11 now. The last one that came out.
Okay, so I guess I seen 9 and 10 then.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it's good, dude. Better Call Saul is great. Sure. It's unbelievable. That's it. That's all I saw this week. I didn't really see much. I started watching Atlanta, season 3 of Atlanta.
How's that?
Okay.
Great. I saw 3 slaps the day it came out. But then I kind of fell off, and then I think I watched up until the episode where they go to that rich guy's house, and then Al tries to chop down the tree.
Uh-huh.
But I have not watched anything since after that yet. I think I started watching it.
It's funny they just announced season 4 today.
Oh shit! Hell yeah, dude!
Yeah, hopefully they actually do it in a timely manner. Can you
I,
guys?
I thought it was a wrap. I thought it wasn't going to be any more seasons.
Oh, interesting.
No, I got a bone to pick.
No, it was still going to be a thing. I thought this was it.
I got a bone to pick with shows like Atlanta and Rick and Morty.
Like,
and I'm trying to watch a show like 5 years later. Like, release these fucking seasons in a timely manner.
Yeah, give me my product.
You guys remember when Rick and Morty was on top of the world and like the next season took like 3 years? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, let me tell you, like,
I don't think I even seen that next season. That's how long it took. I don't think I even watched whatever that most recent season was.
I think that was to its detriment too, because like in the second season is when that show really blew up, and I think there was so much time between the second and third season that they knew how much people loved the second season. So the third season was kind of like too tongue in cheek, where they were kind of like, it was like them just playing too much into how much people love Rick and Morty. It just kind of felt like like they're kind of just like fucking with you. Like there were good episodes in season 3, but a lot of it was, I don't even know how to describe it. It's hard to explain.
Yeah, and then it didn't help that like not only did they take forever to release their show, but then you had the fucking dudes that act like Rick and Morty was the smartest show on television.
That's true. Well, I have 110 IQ, so I only watch Rick and Morty.
There's levels to Rick and Morty. So here's how deep the show goes. Okay, hear this. Like, you know, that makes it even worse. Like, oh fuck! Not only did you take forever, but I don't even want to like the show because then people are gonna think I'm one of these people that think that Rick and Morty is the smartest show on television. Like, complexity of Rick and Morty is lost on me. Like,
oh, that's the litmus test to know if you're a certified genius, Rick.
and you know what the best part was that like I'm sure you'll remember like when that was a meme, people didn't know it was a meme.
Yes, and they unironically shared it. Oh my!
They were unironically sharing it, thinking it was like gospel. Like, see,
right, and the post right below it would be some shit like a lion doesn't listen to sheep or some shit like that.
A lion doesn't listen to the opinions of a sheep. It takes care of its family and hunts for the pack. Like, oh my god,
I'm crazy. Definitely
sounds about right.
What'd you say, Boog?
I said sounds about right.
Yeah, 100%.
Ridiculous.
Pock Photo said he just saw Bullet Train tonight. Easily one of his favorite movies of the year. It was really good.
Really, Bradley Pitt does it again.
High praise from the Mezco stand, or from the McFarlane stand himself. I'm at a crossroads right now. What to believe?
You saw this in the movie theater?
I think it's streaming only, huh? Or no?
Oh, if it's streaming,
I thought this was in the movies.
I have no idea.
If it's streaming, I'll watch that shit tonight after Prey, baby.
Nah, it's gotta be in the movies because we saw the preview for it in the theaters.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's where I saw it. When I went to go watch Love and Thunder, that's when I saw the trailer for it.
Yeah, you know what? I still gotta watch Love and Thunder. I still haven't even seen that.
That's a must-miss, Bug.
That's that's the cinematic movie of the year.
It just got it. Its Rotten Tomato score just went below Dark World. If you can believe that.
Damn. That bad?
It's not as bad as Dark. Well, you know, I don't know, man. Like as a movie, I don't think it's as bad as Dark World, but like just with everything surrounding it and how you feel and like knowing that it's a sequel to Ragnarok, in that sense it's worse than Dark World.
Yeah,
I got some things to watch for sure.
It's hard to describe why it's bad because it's bad in such different ways. Editing definitely was like definitely really, really killed this film, but also Taika Waititi just not having anybody rein him in was to this film's detriment too. Like even with the editing, like a lot of the decisions that he made, editing or not, was so strange and just like so un-Marvel like Marvel let this happen, and it's like, damn, it's just Ragnarok earned him so much free will or goodwill that they were just like, oh, Taika wants to do this? Fuck yeah, fucking let him do it.
Let him do it.
I think everybody said the same thing. It's just it doesn't take itself seriously. It doesn't give the contents of the plot and what's happening with the characters the seriousness it deserves. Whereas Ragnarok, it was still jokes and it was still like a good time, but there was still that level of like, all right, we're here to like tell a story and whatnot, and that's what comes first. Whereas this, where it was all like, hey, let's talk about these goats for a while, huh? And just never shut the fuck up about these goats.
Let's have a joke every second.
Yeah, that's some of the criticism that I've heard, that it was just too much comedy. If there's such a thing, I guess there is.
Yeah, it's just very unbalanced. Like obviously, like you could really tell editing hurt this film badly, but also just the general decisions too. Like a lot of things were wrong even without the editing. At least for me, they were.
You know what it is? It's if someone tries to do toy photography and it's just all digital effects. It's the best. That's the best like analogy I could probably think of. Like
now you're
digital
effects, getting his blood
like
boiling
when used sparingly and like to elevate the base picture, like it slaps. But if it's just all of that, you can just really tell, and it just takes away from the
it takes away from the magic a little bit. All right, I can dig that. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna check out this show.
Check it out.
I'm excited about a new show, so definitely check that out.
Yeah.
Do we have anything that's starting soon that we want to get into? That's coming back.
Starting soon. Oh, fucking She-Hulk comes out pretty soon.
She-Hulk. Right. When's that?
That is
August 17th.
18th. They changed it the other day, 18th.
Okay.
I actually just looked that information up this morning. That's how I knew.
Yeah, it was. I woke up the other day and somebody was like, "Marvel's She-Hulk delayed," and I clicked the clickbait article and it was like 1 day delayed. What the fuck?
Well, yeah, because
what are we doing here?
It's happening.
So they
on
push it back to
Thursdays
the
now.
18th instead of the 17th. Is that what it was?
Whatever Thursday is, I'll see right now. Thursday is the 18th, so yeah, it's coming out on the 18th.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, I'm pretty stoked for She-Hulk.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm on board for that. It'll probably be. I mean, it looks like it's shaping up to be better than Miss Marvel. That's for sure.
Miss Marvel was dope.
I think Miss Marvel was good, but it's not good in the sense of like what the rest of the MCU you expect from the rest of the MCU. I think it's good in its own sense, but you know, I can see why people don't like it.
No,
it definitely had some shortcomings, but I really enjoyed it. I love the family. I love that family saves the show for me so much.
100%. I didn't dislike it, but I just wasn't blown away by it.
True. So. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. I think that's a general consensus around the show as a whole. Sure. I guess the last thing we can talk about is just what in the fuck is going on at WB.
Yeah, what are they doing? They're about to reboot the whole shit, huh?
Yeah, Batgirl got canceled. That's what set it off, huh? Fatman hit us with two asking thoughts on Batgirl getting canceled.
It's so funny.
Who was the young lady that was supposed to be playing Batgirl? What's her name?
What was her name?
I can look it up right now.
Yeah. So we don't butcher this.
Leslie Grace.
Leslie Grace.
Leslie Grace. I knew it was with an L. I was gonna say Lacey Grace, but that sounds like a porn star. Yeah. I'm not. Poncho's been having to get or maybe he mutes the chat, but he's been getting a lot of notifications from me.
I read him. I read him for sure.
Ranting like a fucking idiot.
Maniac.
Shit. Yeah, man. I'm not fucking with this shit, man. This dude is an undercover TokaArt. Telling you, like, listen here, Boog. Listen here, Boog. Just because you haven't seen my rant, this man has canceled nothing but minority-led films.
Really?
All of them, yeah, and not just that, but like, only announcement he's made, the only like announcement contribution he's made to the DC universe since he's come in is Lady Gaga's fucking Harley Quinn. Oh man, black female led Batgirl canceled. Latino led fucking Supergirl canceled. I don't want to watch the Black Canary movie, but the Black Canary movie helmed by a black female canceled. But fucking Joker, Harley Quinn.
What was that picture that we saw of Blue Beetle? What movie was that supposed to be part of?
That's Blue Beetle. If anything fucking happens, let me tell you something. Anything happens to Blue Beetle, anything fucking happens to Blue Beetle.
Hilarious.
Fucking hold me to this on this podcast. I ain't watching shit. I ain't watching nothing these motherfuckers put out. Anything happens to Blue Beetle. I'm telling you.
Batman
that
said the
now.
same. He hit us with 2. If they cancel Blue Beetle, I'm done with DC movies. Don't blame me.
Yeah, man, this is bullshit.
I saw something today that said something to the effect of they were gonna basically replicate Marvel's sort of 10-year plan and start fresh.
They say the same shit every 4 years. We got a 10-year plan.
I was gonna say somebody pulled up the timeline. In 2013, Warner Brothers announced a 10-year plan for DC. In 2019, Warner Brothers has announced a 10-year plan for DC. In 2022, the year of our Lord, this year, they announced another 10-year plan. You know, like it's hard to be excited for anything. You know, David Walton is hopeful, but for me, all this dude's done is destroy since he's come in. He's not like announced anything new. He's not said anything positive. He's just out here letting a grooming pedo make a Flash movie, but this fucking young black woman who's finished her film can't get her due. Like, that's crazy, bro. Like, it's nuts. I don't know what they got going on over there. There's too many cooks.
Cooks in the kitchen, baby.
Too many cooks in the kitchen. Too many cooks in the soup.
Shout out to Simu Liu, the star of fucking Shang-Chi, just roasting DC today. Just fucking putting them on the fire today. Oh man!
Have you heard anything about that Boog or no?
No. What was he talking about?
He posted a tweet. Hold on 1 second. I'll pull it up. You shared a screenshot of it, right?
Yeah, it's in the with David Walton.
Okay, hold on, I'll pull it up. Yeah, he basically put out a tweet talking about a fictitious Shang-Chi installment that got canceled, and everybody in the replies are like, "Is this real? Is this real?" and then there's always one reply to every single one that says, "It's a joke. It's a joke." Can you see the screen, Boog, or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, gingerbread Tala. Rest in peace, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the 10 Golden Rings. Got it.
The man is fucking laughing his ass to the bank at DC. It's crazy.
Oh shit. Yeah,
so
Lee is unhinged on Twitter.
We still do have Black Adam coming out at the end of this year, though, right? But they scrap Batgirl. Freaking Flash is, I don't know what's going on with that dude.
He just clarified yesterday that Flash is still happening.
What?
He said, I think he said, we saw it and it looks good.
I think that was his exact quote.
He said some shit along those lines. It looks promising.
Yeah, it's like I said, man. How can I fuck with this direction? Like, all he's done is not only cancel things that involve like minority leads, but like he's like not announced anything.
You can hardly. So like, a lot of people are saying that like early screenings are saying it doesn't look good or whatever. That could be it. But when you really line up all the stuff and it comes out that all the canceled shit are minority led, it's just a pattern that you can't ignore. I'm not saying it's it, but it's a pattern. There it is.
That's crazy. And the other film that they're filming right now that could be in jeopardy is another minority led film. It's like it's nuts. Like, Batgirl was unwatchable, but fucking Birds of Prey made it, and it's just crazy. Like they've made such terrible films, and those all got to go. But this fucking poor Batgirl film that is one of the lowest budgets I've ever seen on a superhero film was thrown out. Makes no sense, and it already finished. Like I don't know, and like the excuses that
So
happen.
No, I was about to say they actually finished the film though. I'm confused.
Yeah,
it's wrapped, and then I think it's just in like the beginning of post production or something. I don't know all the details, but it had wrapped. And what's crazy is like on Twitter, like a bunch of like behind the scenes stuff is like coming out for the movie. I guess to like start a movement to like release the Batgirl, whatever. Basically, this year's release is Snyder Cut shit. Yeah,
I have another release the Snyder type deal going.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, dude. Like, if it comes, I mean, like, I still kind of want to see it. I don't know. I'm not like chopping at the bit for it, but, you know, Michael Keaton back as Batman, and then Brendan Fraser is fucking Firefly. Like, I kind of want to see that shit. You know, I don't know. It won't hurt my feelings if it never comes out, but I still want to see it.
Yeah, like can you imagine how fucking pissed Michael Keaton must be right now?
Oh
first
yeah,
movie
dude.
back,
First
movie back, this dude makes it with fucking.
What was the explanation though? Why are they saying
the explanation was that he felt that there would be no way to recoup what was invested so far in Batgirl. So the only course of action was to do a tax write-off of the budget that was already spent on Batgirl and not even bother releasing it on any platform in any way, shape, or form in the future. And I know a lot of people are hoping that something changes, but it's illegal going forward for him to do anything with that footage. There really is no way.
Crispy.
I don't know. That doesn't sound right. Something's afoot here.
Yeah, and then it's funny because his other big excuse when people started getting on his ass was, oh well, Batgirl was streaming only, and we don't want to do streaming only. Okay, release it 6 months later in the theater, like, or just don't do it online at all.
And then also, is that the director's like duty or job? Like,
that's the CEO. The director's pissed. And
got you. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, all right. Yeah, I'm totally not informed. All right.
It's a nightmare over there, man. I don't know. I'm not hyped for this new leadership in any way, shape, or form so far. This is pretty crazy.
People are also saying that like test screenings were bad, so that's another reason that they shelved it as well. Crunchy Cheeto brings up that remember that things like the original Fantastic Four movie exist too. It might just be that bad.
Yeah. That's true.
I mean, but like, yo, if it's that bad, I that makes me want to see it more.
Yeah, me too. That's funny. Me too.
Kicking Bird brings up a good point. Writing it off would mean that it's considered a business loss, so showing the film later would be tax fraud.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's exactly what you said.
Yeah. He clarified because somebody asked like if there's somebody asked him like is there no possible way in the future, like even if it's 5 years down the line you could release it. He said the same thing, like it's like 100% illegal for him to do something like that. So any hope that there could be a Snyder Cut campaign or anything like that is like absolutely out of the question and would never happen. Essentially,
so that was throw cold water on that shit early. All right,
that was vaulted, and they also randomly killed Scooby-Doo the sequel or Scoob.
Oh, that's right. Sequel. Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, and the director and animators came out, and they all said they finished it, so they weren't really sure. Like his other excuses again, he just loves to lean on test screenings. He said the test screenings weren't good. It's a fucking animated movie for kids. Are you telling me these kids like are critiquing this Scooby-Doo film? There's no fucking way. They're over here dressing in suits to Rise of Gru. There's no fucking way you could tell me that test screenings for Scoob were so bad that they had to tax write that off too. It's crazy.
All right.
Well, shame.
It's a mess over there, man. It's a damn mess.
You guys don't have anything else to touch on. I guess we can get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, one last thing is Fat Man hit us with 5. He said they're afraid of Ezra Miller. He fought all of Hawaii. They cancel it. He's gonna throw chairs at him.
Basically.
And you know what's crazy is that like I don't know why I don't know why it doesn't get much media coverage. Maybe somebody's being paid off, but like there's a ton of people on TikTok who run into Ezra Miller and like do a little video with him, and he's always fucking insane still. I ran across one of like this guy that was working at Costco, this like Mexican dude, and he's like, "Hey, it's fucking the Flash, fool."
Love it.
This dude Ezra Miller literally like puts his face to the other dude's face. And he goes, "What if I choked you right now?" You like that?
He is clearly sick. He's clearly sick.
He's fucked up. Yeah, he's nutty, bro.
God damn.
I have a inner turmoil. I love the Flash is my favorite super.
Me too, man.
Do I watch this film? Do I watch this fucking film? It's fucking crazy.
I'm just hoping homeboy dies at the end of this fucking movie, man.
They reshoot. This is how you fix it. They reshoot it. They just turn the end of the movie into Crisis on Infinite Earths, and they fucking kill him off. That's it. And they reboot the entire shit. That's their 10-year plan.
Yeah, that's the only way. And like, how could you fuck up having Michael Keaton in 3 films? First film, pedo groomer, boom, he's out of here. Second film, completely got deleted from history. Batgirl's not even happening anymore. Third film, they deleted him from Aquaman 2 since Batgirl's not coming out anymore.
Oh no.
Said it makes no sense. So all 3 projects 2 of them are never gonna happen, and one of them involves a fucking psychopath. It's unreal. This poor bastard.
Crazy.
Damn.
Pock Photos asked, Poncho, did you like the CW Flash? I liked him. I like Grant Gustin as the Flash. Yes. I don't like the script of the Flash. I don't like any episode beyond season 2. I mean, it has its highlights, but like
my dad was watching that shit religiously too.
That's crazy. How does the Flash get stabbed, bro? How does he get stabbed? How does a guy with a knife stab the Flash? How does it happen? I don't watch that shit.
And every time I would go to my parents' house, he would tell me about how the Flash got his ass kicked in the last episode.
Can you believe the fastest man alive got stabbed with an ice knife this week? No, I can't believe it.
It's so strange because there's so many comics where they show that these fucking rogues have such creative ways to hurt him that make sense, but they don't do any of them. They just keep getting this fool stabbed, or like he fights this meta that has super basic powers, and he's like, "Oh my god, guys, how do I stop him? How do I get a hold of this?"
Team Flash, come in. At the beginning of every season, you guys, you'll never believe it. I lost my speed every single fucking season.
Lost my speed. He either lost his speed or somebody died last season, and he's got to bring them back.
Oh my god.
My dad died. My fucking Iris is dead. Joe, like, somebody's always dead, and he's got to bring them back. And I'm not fucking with it. I did just like Poncho. I liked probably the first 2, maybe even 3 seasons. After that, it just got ridiculous.
I'll never forget, like in the first season, the episode, I think it's like episode 2, or it could be episode 1, where like he fights the guy in the school, and then he has to run out of the school and then run into the school so he can like break Mach speed or something and punch him.
Yeah, he punches Girder.
He punches who?
Girder.
Oh, okay. I remember thinking like, oh fuck, this show is so cool, and that's where it peaked, right there. Like,
yeah,
like that's where it peaked.
You know, Arrow had its downfalls too, but I'll give him credit. Nobody fucking liked the girl that was Black Canary, so they never made him date her again. I really wish they would have done that with the Flash, because him and that girl that play Iris have the least amount of chemistry I've ever seen since Oliver Queen and fucking Black Canary.
Brother,
they just
get me started.
They just
back Patty.
have no.
Let's go.
Yeah, for R.I.P. Patty, man. They have like no connection whatsoever, and it's like it's cringe every time they're on the screen together. It's like, man, these two act like they don't even know each other. It's crazy.
Yeah, when oh my god, here we go. I get argue about. I could like brief on this show all day. When Iris is in the Mirrorverse, and he's like he's singing to Barry on the other side of the mirror, and Barry's on the other side of the mirror. He's singing to Iris. They both like put their hands to the mirror and shit, and the screen split down the middle. I was like, "What the fuck am I watching? What is this?"
Two people with like no chemistry whatsoever are singing to each other on opposite sides of a fake mirror. Wow, this is terrible.
John says, I stopped watching Flash midway through season 2. Zoom is showing up in Star Labs looking for speed juice and chilling. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
When all of them were roiding out that one season.
Oh my god. This is, what did they call it? Fast Force 5 or some shit like that. I don't even know what they call it.
They called it V?
V, that's what they, oh my god.
No, the first it was Velocity 9.
That's right.
And then I think they called it V.
Fast Force 5? Oh my god.
that show's crazy.
Velocity 9, Jermichael Johnson. Hell yeah. Well,
I knew it was Velocity 9.
Well, this week's podcast literally can't sink any lower than talking about CW Flash, so I think that's where we cap it.
That is our cue.
Yeah, it's top of the hour for runtime. Just hit 3 hours. You guys got anything going on your YouTube channels? Any vids you want to check out? Rick, shirts you're selling? What's going on?
Yeah, man, you know me. I'm still on Instagram. I'm still at shirts and going to cons. I'm there.
There, baby.
You'll see me there.
What about you, Boog?
Say it again.
We're doing plugs. We're getting out of here.
Oh yeah. No. Somebody had just sent me something on Instagram. I don't know what this is. The NECA crew, I guess. All right, sorry. I don't really have much of anything going on. I got a bunch of shit that I've been opening over the past 48 hours. I'm playing with a bunch of toys. I've got my camera out. I'm ready to do that type of stuff. So that's what I'm doing. I'll be messing around throughout the weekend. I got a bunch of shit to open. I'm just playing with my toys here, relaxing. So that's what I'll be doing. Hopefully, I'll be turning that into some content to put up on the channel. So that's the plan.
Hell yeah. Basically the same with me. I got a bunch of stuff that I haven't opened. My pile of shame grows and grows.
Oh man. This Bonebreaker Build-A-Figure is nice, but like, damn, they dropped the ball on not making it where these treads could actually like turn or roll or whatever. Yeah. Like, this shit can roll. Like, what the fuck? Come on, bro.
I want that wave to go on deep discount so Rick and I can get our Total Tank customs on.
Total Tank. Here it comes with that fucking Super 7 Santa. Or who was it that did that Santa?
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's not Super 7. It's a third party, but
third party. Yeah, man, we got to mix those two juices together.
Yeah, this is kind of a travesty that it doesn't actually roll though. Like the actual, I guess it's the tread part is like a separate part, and you can kind of like tug on it or whatever. But like, damn, it should have been able to roll. Also, it would have been nice to have just one neutral head sculpt for him, even though I love this head sculpt. It's a nice Build-A-Figure, man. I know this was a long time coming. But yeah, I could see people taking to this with a dry brush and like really making this shit look super good too. But it is what it is.
Fantastic.
All right, we getting out of
here. Take us out, bud.
All right. Thank you to everybody for listening to us talk shit for 3 hours, and for all of the donations. We appreciate you as always. Thanks for hanging out. As always, rate, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell down there. Until next time.